the chat too much today because I am working on bright stuff for some upcoming reviews in 2019.
Ooh, I'm excited!
Which usually Ray does these, but I said I really wanted to do this particular one. So he did pretty easily. He was like, okay, fine, you can go nuts with it. And I'm like, I'm gonna go so nuts with it.
You're gonna regret saying that.
Like, I have his outfit mostly done. I just have to... We have like dolls that are just blank for them. That, you know, just have the arms and the poses, but they're all just flesh toned. So I've drawn the main part, and I just need to copy and paste that over all the other dolls. And then there's just the one arm that moves, and I have to redraw it for all of those. Like, I have to just redraw that one arm for everything, and I'm like, ah. But it's fine. It's better than having to redraw the whole outfit like 20 times.
Yeah.
Don't know how you animators do this. This is like...
You do one drawing and then you realize what you've signed yourself up for and you're just like, oh.
That's how I start all of it. It's like the first drawing I look at it and go, that's a lot of parts.
And then you just start removing spots and...
Yeah. Well, it's like when I did the Loving Man PMV like ages ago now. Like,
I still love that though.
I'm happy.
my golden spotted shipping heart to Neil.
Yeah. Because I gotta always make Spotty seem like more of a bad person than she really is. I'm a dirty golden pelt sympathizer. But no, for that, like, I got to, you know, where I was pretty much finished with it, but I needed to add some color, and I'm like, oh shoot, Spotty spots. I'll just do like the iconic ones where it's like the white over her eyes, and that's pretty much it. And now I'm getting, because I've raised some interest in StarClan battles with these poster things, people are going back to that PMV, and they're like, oh my gosh, I think I get the story now, but wait, why does Spotty not have spots? Did you add the spots later or something? I'm like, no, I'm just lazy.
I mean, yeah, when I did that little bit of her running, like that little teeny animation, I was like, I'm just gonna focus on the face, the tail, like, because I watched your video on designing for animation a bunch of times while I was doing that, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do the ones that are in easy to replicate patterns and places.
Exactly.
So there aren't as many floating shapes.
Yeah, no, that's the good way to go about it, because otherwise, God help you.
Yo, I put that animation or like my test animation into the chat. Ooh. And if you notice the first frame, there's a lot more detail, like a little thing in the ear and all that stuff. But if you keep watching, or you slow it down, you'll see like the first 2 frames have the ear stuff and all the little details, and I gave up.
That's fair. Run cycles can be deceptively hard. Like, you know, you think, oh, a run cycle, that should be easy, especially because, you know, run cycles are typically only like 6 frames. And then you start doing it, and you really get into the mechanics of it, and you're like, holy cow, what?
The weight goes here? The leaning? What? What is
exactly. Oh, the tail is gonna drive me nuts. You know, I had that problem when I was doing the crow feather one. I couldn't decide where the tail was. Yeah, it's like I thought, like, oh, okay, everything's going smoothly, and then I play it back for the first time. I'm like, oh no, what happened?
Dear Lord, no.
Are you okay, Sean?
Yeah, it's fine. I just knocked my desk.
Okay.
Hi, Sean.
I have my headphones on. He can't hear. Everyone says hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't hear you either.
Let's block out some shapes.
So the Grinch was a big oof.
I like that this is the meme we're going out on for 2018. Oof.
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 I love oof.
Oof is a great word.
It represents like 7 emotions all in one. I don't need to explain why I'm gonna say oof. I'm just gonna go oof.
It's like yikes, but like it's less harsh, and it just has like a broader range of usage. I like oof. And now everyone in the chat is oofing.
You know, nothing's better to me than rhythm being in all of my Discord servers. So when I jump in and someone says oof or I go oof, I just immediately play all 25 different versions of the Roblox oof noise. And I like immediately leave because there's 2 of them in there that is straight up ear rape. And I gotta go. I'm like, I gotta go, guys.
Bye!
Have fun with
Have
that.
fun! Yeah. You're a monster.
I am a monster. A little bit. But there's always gotta be a character flaw somewhere in there.
Alright, I got 2 more expressions done.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Man, going back to that Avalon, when a few years ago when I opened up commissions, I got a lot of people asking me for like those kinds of like character emotion poses to do videos for. And then they'd hear the price tag on it and they'd go, "What? Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, these are exhausting."
I was so close to asking you for that too. I was like, no, there's no way I can afford that.
What kind you're referring to?
Like the artwork I have for Simi in all the different poses, or for Animation Pilgrimage with Sean and I, and the different.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
The stack.
Yep.
Alright, I'm slapping a little preview into the group art so you guys can see what what we're gonna be reviewing.
Yeah. I mean, I already knew, but yeah.
Is that what I think it
That's what you think it is.
is?
That looks so good.
I'm just
Love
working on
it.
his right now because mine is gonna be really stupid.
Is yours going to be not one of the simpler character designs, as in everyone else?
Yeah. Okay, well, see, the thing, I really like the Heartless. Like, I full-on bought Heartless socks the other weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was looking over some Heartless designs, and I'm like, Riku's stupid outfit in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Yes.
What if I took that, but I made it worse? So I don't even know what that's going to look like, but I'm just going to be a hot mess over on the left side of the video.
I already love it. Tetsuya Nomura designs go against everything I claim to love about character design. Like, they're way too overcomplicated. They've got pointless shit on it for no reason. But I am such a sap for Tetsuya Nomura designs.
There's just something about it where it's just this
so
man
appealing.
doing what he loves.
Yeah.
Unapologetically.
Yeah.
Like, do you think there's too many belts on it? No.
Too bad. I'm gonna add 5 more.
And he's like, I'm gonna do plaid this time, and everyone's like, okay, and
All
he
right.
does it, and it just is, and it's
Yep.
fine.
Can I tell you all the worst part about it though?
What?
Building it. Physically
Oh,
building
yeah.
it. Because my older sister used to do cosplays of it, and having to fit each and every belt in the right spot, the right size, and all that stuff is a nightmare.
I mean,
But-
I believe that just because I've drawn it, and it's like, oh my god. I feel like I'm going to fashion school drawing these outfits.
Tetsuya Nomura is the reason I don't do fan art very often.
That
The only
is completely fair.
Like, I attempted to draw fan art of Sora and Riku's Kingdom Hearts 3 designs, and I was like, how do you draw Sora's hair from the side? I looked up as many references as I could find, and granted, this is back before we had some more, like, the content release. This was before E3, even. So I was just dying.
Like, fuck me.
Like, I think I showed you, and I was like, does this look, can you identify Sora?
And I could, like, it totally worked. It's just, yeah, it's, like, and I couldn't give any advice to you either, because it's just like, I guess. Sure. Sure,
Yeah, that's
how
a
it
smiley
looks.
spiky boy. That's probably Sora. Probably not a sorta.
The chat is continually asking who you're drawing, because I'm not sure if it was ever stated on stream. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm doing a poster for Star Clan Battles, and you're seeing the slow version of a drawing a blank, essentially.
Real time drawing a blank.
Oh my gosh. What if for like an April Fool's I did a like drawing a blank in real time?
That actually, I would enjoy it. I would be one of the people that would sit down and just watch.
Just catch me in the chat with the lyrics.
Oh yeah, by the way, because everybody always asks this, when your inspo tanks,
Make no mistakes.
No mistake. You come to the right place. Just give time to straight up. I gotta say it with Blixenese. Blow your mind. With a new show of drawing a blank. Yeah!
So it is when inspo tanks.
Yeah. I think it's that first line that always confuses people, the inspo tank.
Because I know exactly what I'd heard it spoken by like you. Oh, now I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Just.
But who wrote the
'Cause it
lyrics?
goes by-
Was that you or Blixemy?
Okay. Bless Blixemy's heart. I love her so much. I just asked her if she would write a song, and then like 2 days later, without telling her pretty much anything else, I'm like, just like a little like ditty. And I wasn't expecting lyrics or anything. I was just expecting this like da 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 or something, you know? She comes back to me with that, and I'm like speechless because I'm like, oh my god, it's perfect.
Wolf asks, will you ever tell us about the full story of Star Clan Battles?
That is the plan. That is the plan. It is a work in progress.
I'm trying to keep an eye in the chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Star Clan Battles is fun to hear about, just because I like telling stories in the same way, but I also like hearing other people's stories, and it's usually hard to get that out of people because it's a weird thing to ask about.
Snow Leopard Friends ask you, Tennille, if it's okay if they use your Wings of Fire designs in their Wings of Fire map.
Of course. Yeah, totally. I do not mind at all.
I just still can't believe that someone's actually making a Sound of Silence Darkstalker map.
Are they?
Yeah, like someone I think commented on the video and they're like, hey, I'm doing the thing, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yes! It fits so well.
like as like a shit post when we reviewed Legends Darkstalker for the background, since there isn't really a big pretty background image for that book like there is with the other ones. I just put the lyrics to Sound of Silence, and I was like just joking around with it, and then halfway through I was like, oh, this would actually be really good.
Yeah. Like if you actually listen to the song, I know it's kind of a meme song now, but if you listen to the song, it fits Darkstalker so well.
For the record, I listened to it before it was a meme.
Yeah, same.
Cool.
I always really liked The Sound of Silence. It's a good song.
I have to...
Me making the weird okay hands in that fan art.
What is this?
Alright.
What's this?
There. Me doing that.
I'm so glad that came out.
Yeah.
Whoever made that, bless you.
Bless your heart.
It's mildly horrifying, but it's wonderful at the same time.
That's why it's wonderful.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh, so, from ish characters, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Sorry, what was that, Apollo? You were kind of cutting out.
Oh, I've decided to start trying to figure out how to draw human characters, and I have no idea what I'm doing at all. So hard.
Oh,
I got you.
bless your soul.
I got you. Okay, so there's this thing, and I'm gonna put it into the art chat or whatever for Discord.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this godly thing called quick poses.
Oh,
and,
yes, quick poses is great.
I hit like 30 seconds and I do about 20 of them, and I try to get gesture drawing down so I can get better body posture, but it's amazing.
I've never heard of it. Is it a website? Is it?
It's a website.
Yeah, it's a website to
I
get...
put it in the chat.
Sorry for sounding a little drowsy. I woke up from a 4-hour nap.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
I took
it
a
does
nap.
Until you wake up.
Yeah, that's true.
I took a nap because I stayed up all night to watch the Evil Dead movies with a friend of mine. We just watched them a while ago, and I put a bunch of blankets on the floor and a pillow.
Is Evil Dead horror?
Yeah, horror comedy sort of thing.
Wait, I don't really get it because like I was watching a video by a nostalgia critic about like top 10 weird alternate movie endings, and there was like something about like I think it was for the third one or something.
The third one
Evil
is
Dead is just kind of an experience.
Yeah, so the third one is full comedy, fantasy horror thing, and the main character gets sent back in time to fight the demons he was fighting before, and there's an ending where he...
So, they predicted...
Yeah.
So, this is basically a live-action version of Who Remembers That Show on Netflix, Neo Yokio. Yes, I'm okay. I'm on a voice call now. Tennille Flowers.
But yeah, Evil Dead starts off as horror and gets to funny.
I mean, who's that? She's a Warrior Cats YouTuber.
I see someone in the chat, Pepsi Studios, asked, do you have any more tips besides the Crow Feather Run cycle, drawing a blank, on animation? There's a few older videos on my channel that are like Tennille Teaches, and there's a few of those on some of the principles of animation. I never ended up finishing that series, but there's those, and I talk about different map parts I did. And then there's also a video where I talk about animating a walk cycle with Simi, so you can check those out. They're a bit older, so you'll have to go back a bit.
I still thought they were useful.
Yeah.
I forgot
one of your videos that really helped me out was the Tiger Star one, where you explain pose to pose and I forgot the other one.
Oh, straight ahead.
Also, I animate with Photoshop, and there's a really useful video for it as well.
Wait, how can you animate with Photoshop? Well, like, I think what you can do is, like, you can lower the opacity of each layer and, like, save each layer individually. Is that what you do?
Finchwing's got a good video about it. Like, Photoshop does actually support animation. It's just a little janky.
It's really janky, but it's the way I learned how to do it, so I go with that way. And Finchwing does an extremely good video of it, and it's actually exactly how I use it.
Yeah.
The really funny thing was I decided to organize my first map in July, and it was a giant train wreck. Well, what happened was it was for like a 5-minute song, I believe. Each part was anywhere from 12 to, I'm not kidding, 45 seconds.
Oh, that's too long.
Well, I had no idea how maps work, and then I actually sat down and worked on that son of a gun, and I realized that everyone must have thought that I was mad.
I mean, you learn through experience.
Yeah, so I basically just scrap that whole entire thing. I might go back to the idea because it's a really good idea in my opinion. It's you know the song 5 Years? It's a pretty old song. It's a Bowie song, so oof.
I probably know it, I just can't remember it by name.
It's about basically there's 5 years left for the world or something. So basically I was like, yeah, it can be about like a crow feather map and like just him and destruction of the forest, and I'm gonna mute the mic because I'm gonna sneeze or something.
Okay.
Bless you.
Oh man, I've got a crow feather map I really want to do, but I don't have time for maps right now.
Speaking of maps, Snow Leopard Friends asks, do I have essentially asking if what it would take to pay you or something to join their map?
Oh, I don't want to be paid to join a map. That just feels bad.
Not enough in the world.
Someone else has also asked what your thoughts are on Crowfeather's trial.
I really liked Crowfeather's trial. I think it's... I have a few problems with the ending of it.
No spoilers, no spoilers.
Yeah, I won't spoil anything. But they're not major flaws, I think. It's just kind of some nitpicks. I think it's a really good book, though. I think it's in the strain of the really good super editions that have been coming out recently.
Wait, what do you mean by like really good super editions? Like Peter Hawkling's Journey, I haven't read. Like the only super editions that I have read are Tall Star's Revenge, Crooked Star's Promise, and Firestar's Quest. But
from what I can tell, it's more in line with Tall Star's book than.
Yeah.
I actually like Crooked Star's Promise more. I don't know, it just kind of feels more like down to earth for me. I'm not saying that I relate to anything that happens in the book that is bad, but
yeah, of course not.
I related a lot to him.
Indubitably.
My face got janked up when I was younger, so I felt like a lot of the things that happened was very, in line of what actually ends up happening.
Yeah, the book for me actually kind of quote-unquote redeemed Mapleshade's character. Not like redeem as in like the quality of her character, not she's a good person.
Right, but like made her more interesting to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
She was kind of shoved in that force.
I actually like Mapleshade's vengeance more than most people because I like the stories where like everybody is a butthole. Like everybody is
everybody's a jerk.
Yeah, I guess that's why Clockwork Orange is my favorite movie, but
that'd do it.
Oof.
Oof.
We're back to oof.
Back to oof. Alright, I
Everything
got a new
cycles back
concept
to
for y'all. I got a new concept. Uwu.
It's just
Mama.
a oof kind of day.
One big oof after another.
Cry.
Uwu.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Hello.
Oh wow.
Oh, did I share?
Sad Shores says, are you going to make more Warrior Cat OCs, or are you just going to Spotty and your other OCs? I've got a lot of OCs besides Spotty.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Something that's like really bothering me is I have a fan fiction. I don't have a fan fiction. I haven't written it yet. I posted basically the basics in the OC chat, but I don't know where to post it because I hate the format of DeviantArt. I just hate DeviantArt in general, and fanfiction.net is really, really sloppy. So like, where else can I post that?
Kotev is
Archive
good.
of our own.
Huh?
I like Kotev.
And there's Archive of Our Own, which technically does have an original work section, but there is a good number of warrior fanfiction on those.
Well, preferably something that's an app, because like I don't want to like whip out my computer every time I want to.
I'm throwing this in to help answer that question.
I'm dying.
There you guys go, chat. That is a family tree of just my Wind Clan OCs, and a lot of that art is super old, so I apologize. But
wait,
Oh,
wait.
delicious.
Wait, where are you posting this?
I put it in the chat.
Wait, which chat? On
the
Patreon or
on the
Discord?
live stream. I can throw it here in the Discord too.
Oh boy, we talking about OCs. I got so many OCs, I can turn you blue.
There we go.
I have so
Oh my Star Clan. That's
Gotta make sure there's no
Wow,
reading.
so many X's. It's like everyone's dead.
It's like everybody dies.
Yeah.
It's not warrior cats if everybody doesn't die.
It's not.
wait. Is
Well,
this,
at the end of the day, everybody does die at the end.
is this the same universe as Star Clan battles?
It is. The reason there's X's by names is because we've written stories past Star Clan battles, so this would be the current Wind Clan tree. So for the stories we're writing now.
Oh.
So is it because those wait, I'm confused. Are those characters dead with the X's, or are they just already discussed?
Characters with X's means they're dead in the current story.
Oh, there's Spotted Star.
Huh. Warrior Cat OCs that aren't completely dead.
I'm really impressed about how you managed to draw an icon for every single living character. That takes dedication. For that, I'm extremely proud.
It took a while. And a lot of them are pulled from old art. And then some of them I had to draw from scratch. Because either the designs were too old. Like, Forest Leaf is up there, and I have to keep redrawing her because I'm never satisfied with her look. Although I did come up with a new design for her that I'm quite happy with.
Do you know how any of these characters died?
Oh, I know how every single one of these characters died.
Wait,
She builds them. She's gonna know how she dies.
Huh?
Wait, is Russell a rogue or is he part of Wind Clan?
A rogue.
Tall Reed. I know you like Tall Star, so Willow Storm. Or
A couple of these characters are not mine, just to clarify. Some of them are Waters, a couple of them are Morwinds, but most of the Wind Clan characters are mine. Because I typically control Wind Clan with an iron fist.
Yeah, I really like River Clan because, like, I don't know, I like fish, and like they're the only chubby clan, so that's...
Communist.
I rule Wind Clan with an iron fist, and nobody can dictate my judgment.
Wait, isn't like Slash's camp the Soviet Union?
I suppose. Honestly, they're all
Boys,
their
what are we talking about?
I'm not.
Slash's camp is the embodiment of Animal Farm. Changed my mind.
Nope.
Oof.
We're not gonna talk about
Lixamy, don't
Animal
shame me on my Wind Clan.
Oof. Also,
This is bullying.
I feel harassed.
I'm like
Spectacular.
really confused because I ordered your stickers on Redbubble and it either says that they're gonna come tomorrow or on Tuesday, but I'm leaving to go somewhere for Thanksgiving on Tuesday, so.
Ooh, well, hopefully they show up for you. I mean, either way, they'll show up. I mean,
Love the chat.
what's going on?
You have a Wind Clan fetish. Admit it.
I'll proudly admit it.
Oh no.
I don't know, Tennille.
Wait, where's the link to the actual stream? Oh, it's on YouTube, I assume.
Yeah.
Wait, are we on a live chat right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are we being live streamed?
this
Yeah.
is a live stream.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm really self-conscious now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Patreon streams are live streams.
That's why it's called the stream.
Oh.
I just want you all to know this outfit is ridiculous. I have no idea what I'm doing to myself here.
That is a big mood.
What the heck am I doing?
Signing up for a whole lot of pain.
Yo, I feel like I entered a new low in my life because my mom is like, okay, so I recently moved to college this is my first year in it, and as it turns out, the inevitable happened and I got in a fight with my roommate, and it wasn't fun. So, my mom did me a favor and moved me to a single room because my roommate was being too much, but she keeps forgetting, it's about a month now, to give me a mini fridge. So, first snow happened, first time I've ever seen snow, about last week. So ever since, I've been keeping my sodas on the windowsill.
Well, that'll do it.
Because they're cold now. I need a cold soda, so I'm keeping it on the windowsill.
Perfect.
Anyway, that's my solution to things. I also have a thing of cheese out there too, so I'm gonna ignore that.
Wait, my mom barging in was live streamed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It happens.
Sneasel just completely wrecked my bunny ring.
They'll do that.
I can't believe this.
Also,
like, are good.
I forgot if I asked Tennille this question already, but have any of you ever seen the movie Fantastic Planet?
What? Familiar.
Oh, no.
We all simultaneously look it up.
Oh, there's Mother's Day, Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah,
anime. I have never
really
seen
weird.
Negative.
I'm keep on confusing animation pilgrimage for what's it called, animation look back.
Oh yeah.
You know Animat. So.
I have a question for you, Tennille. Which one do you like better, Peter Pan or Peter Pan 2?
Peter Pan.
I greatly disagree with you.
I mean, that's fine. I don't have a very high opinion of either, but Peter Pan 2 is
Peter Pan. I'm not a Peter fan.
No, really.
I feel attacked.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm gonna eat.
My comedy.
Text memes
It's
are
only
popular
that
because you can make them on Snapchat. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Or something, or other, or what?
Honestly, talking about favorite clans has been the worst decision because the chat is now kind of mental, and it's now about so
they're talking about which clan is the most unique.
Ugh.
Sunning Rocks belongs to ThunderClan. Sunning
Yeah,
Rocks
Sunning
belongs
Rocks
to
does-
RiverClan.
Sunning Rocks does belong
would
to
argue
ThunderClan
RiverClan,
because
actually.
ThunderClan is using it to survive. They need the food. They're scrawny little nothings, whereas RiverClan just want to sit on a bunch of rocks.
We all know Sunning Rocks belongs to everybody.
Sunning Rocks doesn't matter
share
anymore.
it,
They don't
Neil.
even hear them.
Sunning Rocks is a parking lot now.
This is why I could
Wait a
never be a
second.
warrior. I'd always want to defuse every single confrontation.
Wait,
So
didn't
you be
Ravenpaw
tree?
Yeah, essentially.
in Ravenpaw's farewell, didn't Ravenpaw and Barley go back to the forest, and didn't they go to Sunning Rocks or something? Or was I confusing that for some other place?
I haven't read that one actually, so I don't know.
It's really
This outfit
sad.
is stupid.
I know
I'm
that.
Oh no.
not doing this muscle crap.
Like,
I
it
think
might be the Ravenpaw book, or it might be the Gray Stripe book. Or manga.
I feel like at this point I've caught up with all of the series except for the mangas. The mangas I've never gotten around to read.
Don't worry, you're not missing much.
And a couple of the novellas.
I don't know. You gotta read Tiger Star and Sasha. That's easily the next one.
This is a sign that
yes,
Sasha
sounds
is in a bad
absolutely-
relationship.
How
Remove title.
delightful.
This is a sign that Sasha's in a bad relationship.
This is a sign that Sasha was almost in an
Sasa.
abusive
Sasa.
Salsa, the best warrior
Sasha
cat.
was
Alright,
almost in
hands down.
salsa
Ravenpaw.
shake.
I can't believe they forgot which book Blue Star died in.
Oh yeah, of course, Blue Star died in Infinity War, of course.
I remember when
Thanos
she
could do
got
one of those
I
snaps
forgot.
over ThunderClan.
I'm trying to set myself away, hold on. Didn't seem to work.
I wonder
real
how
quiet.
Princess is. Yeah, someone in the chat's mentioning
Princess
Princess.
is dead.
Princess
she's-
is wonderful.
She's a kitty pet. She's probably got like
Yeah,
a
she's
bit
probably
more left in
fine.
her. She's fine. I'm just imagining like the entire forest gets run over and she's just like,
I wonder
Are
how
they
my son
okay?
is doing.
are they okay?
It's like, how come my son hasn't been visiting me? They don't patrol the borders anymore, or something.
She's like, I
She's
wanted
still
to
waiting.
meet my grandchild. What happened?
I want to eat my grandchild.
I wanted to meet.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
Oh.
wait, what?
Cannibalism.
Yikes.
Princess is not a cannibal. She's wonderful.
I can't wait to eat my grandchild. So this was the darker reboot they were talking about.
Oh, also, for the Warrior Cats movie, they have to have Jason Schwartzman play Longtail, or else.
I have no idea who that is.
Ash from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Still don't know who that is.
Yeah, I would like that. That'd be pretty good.
Yo,
I think I'm an
still curious
athlete.
about how it's gonna be animated though. Like,
Oh, probably really poor CGI, realistic-looking animals.
I
I
heard
mean,
that
if
they're
we're
doing it
being
in motion
completely
capture.
honest.
I'm also interested how they're gonna talk. Is it gonna be like, is their mouth gonna move? Is it just gonna be their thoughts kind of
It's
thing?
gonna-
Or
it's
like,
gonna be
what are
like
they gonna do
that.
with that?
It's
What
gonna
was-
be like,
Look who's
Pengu.
talking. I was just imagining that movie that was about babies' thoughts.
Oh, Baby Geniuses?
No, it was called Look Who's Talking, I think it was called.
Never heard of it.
It's just like it was just shots of
I wish
babies
that
with
were
a
me.
voiceover.
Alright,
So you mean
Can
Baby
we
Geniuses?
Danny DeVito play Gray Stripe?
I want it. Please.
Danny DeVito needs to be spotted, please.
I want Danny DeVito to play every character.
Arnold
He's not
Schwarzenegger.
Detective Pikachu, and I'm so sad.
No,
I
you
want-
don't
Be
get
everything.
Pikachu, and it's freaky.
I mean, I love Deadpool as Detective Pikachu. Don't get me wrong,
Actually,
but come on.
I think
I
that
want
Danny
Arnold
DeVito.
Schwarzenegger to be Firestar.
Please. No.
Danny DeVito would actually work really well as Grey Paw because, like, as he's like, eating
Yeah,
that
off the
extra
fire
mouse,
pot,
he's like, I'm the trash man. I eat all the trash.
I think Ryan Reynolds should be Firepaw.
Koyu Rankin needs to be Firepaw, because, like, child actors are underappreciated.
That's fair. I do not know how this movie can go anywhere but bad, to be honest.
Oh yeah, no,
Unless they make...
I
it'll
want
be a
it to
trash
be
fire.
spectacularly bad, though.
I
Unless
got
they,
really low expectations.
unless they have the whole team behind Felidae behind this, yeah.
Not
Absolutely
really.
not. Absolutely not.
Felidae's not that great, to be honest. Like, it's good.
It's been said.
Like, everyone knows it, but everyone knows it because it's super edgy.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. Don't say that.
The problem with Felidae is that if
They
you actually
tried.
pay attention to the character arcs and so on, it's extremely rushed. There are certain scenes that just cut in the middle of it. It unexpectedly cuts. Like, they'll be having a conversation where you can tell it was supposed to go somewhere, but then they just cut it all the way to the end.
Like, you
So-
can tell it's adapted.
Yeah.
It still feels like a book, and that's not good because it's a movie.
Yeah, my two problems with it are, number one, I feel like it's trying to be The Secret of Nim, even though it's based off of a book, which may or may not have been published.
The Secret of Nim. It's based
I know
off
that.
book.
Yeah, I read the book, Miss Frisbee and the Rats of Nim.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they're trying to be The Secret of Nim with that whole lab experimentation thing, and that whole thing where it's like, oh my god, the cat that kind of looks sketchy is the bad guy.
Yeah, and the movie jacked my wallet.
I do like
Wait, it's correct.
I do like Felidae, if only for the fun you get to have when you introduce it to someone else.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
exactly.
That's the best.
It's Aristocats too.
It's like, oh, let's watch this animated cat movie, and then
And then as
Okay.
Francis sees cats being shocked, he says, "This isn't something out of the Aristocats."
Yo, actually, you guys kind of brought up something I found really interesting when I first found it. The Secret of Nim, the books and the movie, was all based off of a project, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but it's kind of mildly horrifying.
Project?
But-
Oh, like an
Sounds
actual
right.
lab experimentation?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the rat experimentation about how you can't have overpopulation in areas, even if you have the infinite amount of food and water. Eventually, you know, after generation, the species will kill itself.
yeah, I know the experiments you're talking about. Yeah.
I remember the part that caught my interest the most was the it's referred to as the pure or the perfect ones. There's a certain generation in the rats that refuse to have litters or anything of that nature, and refuse to participate in most social activities with other rats, and they're referred to as the perfect ones. And they're the end of the generation.
You know, I have seen videos on them. All I remember from those videos is that it doesn't really match up with city overpopulation as much as prison.
It would be more prison
Environments.
overpopulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think people are gonna be having kids in prison, maybe.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
My it's
I got-
kind of like a zoo, more or less. But
Wait, so...
it
how much longer
inspired
is
me to
the...
build the comic I'm in the middle of making.
How much longer is the stream gonna be going? Because I gotta go. And, like, I'm... Alright,
Well, we'll be here, so see you later.
bye.
Bye.
How do you
So, yeah,
guys
I'll take a number
imagine
5.
Firestar's voice, Tigerstar's voice, Mothwing's voice, Crowfeather's voice, and Princess's voice from
Jeez.
Golden Mask Warriors?
They're all Jennifer Tilly.
You know know what's weird? I never imagine voices for characters. It's just like everyone sounds like one voice that's telling the story in my head. Like,
I have different voices in my head.
It never comes out as voices for me.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's always
mentally
like the
give
same.
I mentally give characters voices because they sound different, but they don't sound like anyone in particular. So I couldn't be like, oh, it sounds like this specific actor. It's just they have a voice, I guess.
Hey, you guys want to think of something that's very kind of uncomfortable?
No.
Okay.
Here we go.
No.
Whenever your inner thoughts inside your head, no matter if you're screaming them in your head, you're whispering them, is always at the same volume.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Well, that wasn't that unsettling.
The one that always gets me is your tongue is never comfortable inside your mouth.
Stop! Oh no, you wrecked me.
Wait, what did
Good
she
thing I
say? I
wasn't
couldn't
there.
hear.
Your tongue
Your,
is never.
your tongue is never comfortable inside your mouth.
Well, that's a lie.
But why? Why would you do this?
It's just one of those things that once someone says it, you tend to like overthink it, and then you're like, no!
It's similar to your hands will never touch the corresponding elbow on your arm. Unless you break it terribly.
That actually does bother me.
I feel like we need to stop before we go too far with this.
How about chat? Chat, have you got any questions?
Chat, please save us.
Save us from ourselves.
So Neil, who's your favorite fan-made character besides your own?
Ooh.
No Leopard and Friends.
I don't know.
Do you need tips on knowing how to fish for Pokemon? No. Well, here's some tips anyway.
Oh yeah,
Amazing,
how's
I'm
that
so
new
glad.
Pokemon game?
I have no idea.
I don't know if anyone has it because I don't have a Switch, and I'm just like staring at my Twitter.
Oh, I thought you were referring to Mystery Dungeons, and there's one. I really didn't like it.
Well, there's
Wait,
one
Super
from
Mystery
the-
Dungeon?
I was not a fan. I really enjoyed the original, like, set 3. The ones where you had to take the test at the front, and it was all about, complete mysteries and stuff. Very story-driven. But I had a lot of grievances with the past, like, 2 of them.
What are the past 2 ones?
The Gates
I
to
forget the
Infinity
names.
sucks.
It does?
Gates to Infinity sucks. Can't change my mind.
Rapid typing accompanies your statement.
Follow, like...
Does Gates to Infinity suck? I must know from Google.
Oh no, I like that one, but like, I don't know,
What?
like, names don't stick to my head very well, so just tell
In the
me
recent, like, first 2, they stopped doing the little personality test at the beginning, where you do the personality test, that'll pick out the Pokemon you're gonna be, and all that stuff. And, usually you get, like, a little option, maybe try it again or something like that to get a different Pokemon. But, in the recent 2, they took that out. A lot of the core concepts were taken out, and a lot of the, one of them became, like, a mare thing, where you had to go build your little village or whatever.
That was
And
Gates to
it just-
Infinity.
Yeah. I did not like it.
I don't. Did I play? What game did I play?
I like Super Mystery Dungeon.
I think the last.
Bad. I'm so
sorry.
bad at names. I'm so bad at names, and I can't remember. It's like I remember there was like a Snivy as my partner, I think. And I remember
My first couple of them was Explorers of Sky and Explorers of Time.
I've played
I had Explorers of Sky, and I loved that game so much. It made me cry. If you don't cry, you are heartless.
Yeah,
for a
it got.
while.
Speaking of heartless,
Oh. Kingdom Hearts barges through the door. Did somebody say Heartless?
Boom!
Somebody say story-driven
Down the
games.
Let me just kick open the door with my oversized shoes. Did someone say heartless?
My oversized Mickey shoe.
Children don't.
oh god damn it! Did I save it in the wrong
games.
folder? Alright, give me a second to figure this out.
Single-player games.
Godspeed.
Children want flat characters with no dynamic whatsoever. Let's give them garbage. They'll eat it.
I saved it in the blank one, not in the, shit. Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay, this is an important question. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Oh, neither.
I don't like peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter all the way.
I like both.
How about peanut butter's bad?
This is the most disgusting chat I've ever been a part of.
I like Nutella.
You all are heathens, and you should be cleansed.
For liking or not liking peanut butter?
For liking crunchy peanut butter. Who wants crunch in their peanut butter?
How dare you?
It depends on the situation.
What situation?
I don't know. Situations where crunchy peanut butter would add a better texture to something.
I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with thick layer of crunchy peanut butter and like a huge blob of jelly, and then 3 pieces of bread because you know it's gonna drip a little bit, so you gotta get that other one to see. But
I'm very
say that I don't love them.
I love just the you know it's gonna drip, so you gotta prepare.
I actually currently have a drawer beside me full of just about 52, I counted, peanut butter cracker packets. The orange little crackers with the peanut butter in them. I have 52 of them. The packets alone.
Alright, I fixed it.
Yeah?
Yay!
Behold this ridiculous outfit.
Oh boy.
Oh. Yes! Oh, I love it!
Aw.
Look at it!
Horrible.
I put a zipper on the belt.
I love it. The only thing that would make it better is if you had little antenna.
I didn't hear that.
You cut out.
The only thing that would make it better is if you had little antenna.
Oh my god.
Tennille, what have you done?
Goodbye.
If it's too much of a hassle, though, it's not worth it.
No, it is no hassle at all. I'm gonna add little purple antenna. That'll be special. They're gonna be like little crazy shadow antennas. They gotta be going every which way.
Yeah.
You know what was a wonderful series? Gravity Falls.
Oh, bless Gravity Falls.
I was gonna say the Mickey Mouse movie, but I'm like, was there any other Mickey Mouse movies besides the Three Musketeers that I remember?
There's
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, I mean, there's the older ones.
Yeah, it's just like
I wouldn't say they're the greatest though.
The
Three Musketeers was pretty good.
Oh, the Three Musketeers was fantastic. I have it on VHS, and I still have a VHS. Don't mind my retro ass.
Now I can properly scream about how gay Riku is with my little antennas. People are gonna be so mad, and I'm not gonna care.
Nah. Who can be upset with what's the ship name? Is it Soriko?
Soriku.
Soriku? Who can be upset with that anymore? Like,
so many people for some random ass reason. Even though it's like super freaking obvious.
yeah.
Of their childhoods is under threat, don't you understand?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Let's be honest, interest in this series in the US only survived that hiatus because people ship things.
Yeah.
And whether you think that's deserved or not, it is the truth.
All art I saw of Kingdom Hearts was of ships and the fuck was his name? Terra?
Terra?
Lots of Terra, Ventus, those characters. I saw a lot of art of them.
OT3?
You guys actually ended up bringing back a thought of mine about childhood shipping, because one of my friends had a huge thing for Ron from Kim Possible. And they absolutely hated Kim Possible. I mean, I remember seeing fan art of hers, of her just like killing Kim Possible. I'm like, why is this a thing? This was back in elementary school, mind you. And I found it the other day because it was in one of my old, like, I had an old folder full of shit from way back when. It just kills me still.
Oh, wow.
Ron for the win.
That happened. I know that happened a lot where people would, like, get jealous of the character that actually does end up with them. I think that happened with Kiara from The Lion King 2 a lot.
Actually, a lot of people loved Kovu.
I know, but, like, people would, like, hate Kiara because she ends up with Kovu. I'm like, I have vague memory of that. And I'm just like, why do I remember this, first of all?
An old classic.
Hey, if y'all... Oh my gosh, Avalon, I love it. I love it! So good. If you want, like, an immediate boner killer for Kovu, just remember he's voiced by the same guy who does Max Goof.
How dare you?
Why?
Wow.
To be fair, the Goofy movies, like, shaped me.
Biggest oof.
Killer of Dreams to Neil.
Big oof.
They do kind of sound similar now that I'm actually thinking about their voices. Like,
it's really funny because
Jesus.
that same guy plays a NPC in Baldur's Gate, which is a game I talk about a lot. But he's like this super religious paladin guy. But all I think of is Max Goof, and I'm just like...
Max.
Gorsh.
He's like, I'll defend you with my life, my lady. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Max.
Nice try, boy.
You know, at least he can get away from his old voice a bit more than, like, Zuko's voice.
Oh, Dante Bosco?
Dante Bosco.
Yeah. Every time I hear him, I'm like, oh, that's Dante.
Another voice that's really
It's
distinct.
okay, I can listen to Dante speak all day. I
Or
love his voice.
Sokka.
That's a good one, but...
Like, that was the most distracting part of Dragon Prince for me. It wasn't the animation, it was listening to Sokka.
It's just like, what are you doing here?
I watch Gravity Falls religiously back way when, and so now that the series has ended, every now and again I'll hear the voice actor for Mabel, but the voice actor for Mabel plays a lot of adult roles.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll be cussing like a storm. I'm like, Mabel!
Mabel!
What is going on
Pardon your
That
French!
Teal'c Sarah Lynn.
here? Child!
Watch your fucking language.
Oh, what a big oof.
But yeah, for some reason, Dante Bosco's voice, I like it, but also, like, it sometimes becomes distracting. I remember he voiced this character in, like, this kaiju dragon movie that was really bad. I just remember it because it was, like, I could have sworn it was, like, the pilot episode to a series that just never took off.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it was not a character that looked like his normal character, so I just hear his voice and I'm like, Jake Long?
Yeah,
Zuko? Why are you a white guy in this movie? Well, to be fair, he's like half kaiju, something like half monster, so like, not entirely, but I remember watching that movie and listening to his voice and being like, that's Zuko. Like, the entire time I'm like, that's Zuko, that's Zuko, that's Zuko.
Well, that'll just get another big oof.
Yeah.
We're just gonna subtitle this stream Big Oof.
Big oof.
Oh,
The biggest oof.
okay, another comment here. I kind of want, if there is ever an adaptation for Wings of Fire, I kind of want either Sunny or Kinkajou to be voiced by Mabel.
Oh, that would be really fitting.
It really would be. Cause that's kind of how I hear, like in my head. That's the voice I put with it.
Yeah, and we'll let it be gritty live action.
Live action, like literally the movie is
dragons.
just dragons, and it's live action. Kill me now.
It would fit so much better than live action warrior cats.
I mean, to be fair, a Wings of Fire adaptation would have to be computer animated of some kind, just because animating the dragons would be a nightmare to do by hand.
Yeah.
Because they're such complicated designs, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like you could pull off, like the Dragon Prince kind of style, where it's CG looking like 2D, and I think that would be a really good fit. But, like, a computer animated show would be like the best way to go about it, I think.
I'd like something like Transformers Prime.
Oh yeah, Transformers Prime would be a good way to go.
Yeah. Don't do Transformers the Next Gen. I don't do that. I'm so mad about that, actually. Do not. I will be offended. The series that they put out like right after Transformer Prime makes all of the characters look like they're copy and pasted in just different colors. Only slight changes. It makes me so mad. I'm a Transformer fan to the heart, and it hurts watching that. Oh my god. And then the furry added in. I'm like, ugh.
Did you read The Missing Light?
Breathe. Say again?
Did you read the Missing Light comics?
Yes, I read part of it. I've been keeping up with the series. I absolutely love Transformer comics.
Oh
my
man,
boy,
I need to send you my friend's Tumblr. Who knows? You might already be following her. But Jessica Roberti, she loves Transformers stuff, and she does Transformers art.
Jessica Roberti?
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can.
Oh my god, he one-shotted my Luxray.
I absolutely
What game are you
love
playing?
Transformer comics, though.
They seem really good. I want to get into them, but I just haven't been into comics for a long.
Favorite boy will always be Ratchet, just saying. I love old cranky medics. They're the best.
So I'm assuming you're a big fan of Yellowfang? Were before?
Jay Feather particularly.
Word.
I like her 10 times more after watching Blixamy's rap video, just saying.
If I continue convincing myself, Yellowfang isn't really dead.
I'm not gonna read that book. It's also one of the only super editions I've heard is gonna destroy my outlook on Yellowfang, so I'm just not gonna read it. I love Yellowfang before she died.
I've just heard about it, and just like, I'm like, it sounds terrifying, to be honest.
What was
Every
her
time
whole
Yellowfang-
thing
Great book,
about?
you should totally read it.
Like, I love Yellowfang in the original series, of course, but after that, especially in Omen of the Stars, she was terrible.
Well, in my view, Yellowfang before she died is one character, but you might as well just say that Yellowfang in StarClan is a completely another character. That is just
Yeah, a really bad
Yellowfang.
character.
Yeah, that seems fair.
That's how I put it. It's fan work. They're just putting someone in there to do dirty work.
Yellowfang's Secret's a Yellowfang fanfiction.
There you go. That's how I see it. Maybe I'll
Just
consider
imagine
reading it.
the comments on that fanfiction, just like, Yellowfang's out of character, you forgot the details from the book.
Oh gosh.
While I was gone, I was thinking, wait, when's Tennille gonna do like a video, like doing like a first name reveal? I was like, oh wait.
Oh wait.
Wait a minute. When's Tennille Flowers gonna come out as Tennille Flowers? I don't know.
Also,
Tennille with an eye.
I don't know if this is like much of a personal question. You can decline to answer, of course, but like, Flowers is it's your maiden name, or that's your name after you married Sean?
No, that's my maiden name. Sean took my name.
Oh.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I guess Flowers is a pretty cool last name.
Hell yeah, which is why we kept it.
Better than Byler.
Yeah.
Sorry, Erica.
Julie, please. Just come over here. I need to see your belly.
Speaking of Erica, the people who spell Erica as Erica.
Erica.
I immediately flashed back to middle school where I had a crush on a guy simply because his last name was Wolf. I want it so bad.
Furry problems.
I gotta steal it.
Yeah, there's this kid named Shapiro in school, and I was like, like Ben Shapiro, Facts and Logic, you know? And he was like, what?
Bad time to be you.
Also, another really interesting thing about names. So I'm gonna add this in here. I have a really close friend from high school. We're still buddies with his actual name, and I'm not joking at all, and I'm not lying at all. His actual name's Anakin.
Oh, poor
Just
guy.
like it. It's spelled just like it, and his brother is like Luke. He's a twin brother named Luke.
Oh no.
And it's
Anakin
Oh.
on purpose.
Wait, this
That was on purpose.
Oh no, it was dead on purpose.
No.
yeah, but like,
He absolutely hates Star Wars
It could be
growing
any
up.
other character. It could be. Wait a second. It could. I was gonna say Finn, but I doubt that he's 3 years old.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to also add that another comment in about those. Y'all also noticed all those like names of the the kitty pets that were dragged into like Loki. What?
Oh, Zelda and Loki.
Zelda,
Wait,
Loki, and there was one other one that felt very, you know,
Wasn't
some I would
there-
name my cat. I don't know.
Okay, that's it for doodling the avatars for today. Because messing up the file when I save them and kind of.
I'm surprised that since Warrior Cats is a British series, I'm surprised there's no cat named Ringo or Ziggy or
Like Hermione.
It's
Ziggy
gotta be
Leaf.
for the kids, though. It's gotta be hip with the kids.
Why isn't Ringo Starr in my Warrior Cats?
yeah,
There's
but
a Jingo
what's Zelda
Star.
doing in Warrior Cats?
I want a Sky Clan warrior named Ziggy Leaf, please.
Oh my
See, that-
gosh. That'd
See,
be
that was
cute.
actually the
No, we
DLC for
need-
Breath of the Wild. They just couldn't fit it in.
We need like Ziggy Foot because of those like badass boots.
See, like, fun fact as someone who lives in the UK, they don't actually do the Warriors books past the second series in shops.
Really? Why?
I can walk into a Waterstones and I can only get up to, like, the second series, that's it. Don't know why, they just don't.
Cat, please, I need to
Oh,
pay
no,
you.
I'm dead.
Come over here. You were literally looking right at me.
Wild fur could not fit in this print.
Oh, I have a group of friends that I met on Cartoon Amino, and their whole inside joke is that Sherlock Gnomes, that's their inside joke. I've never seen the movie. Is it as bad as everyone says it is?
It's pretty bad.
It was slow quality for
Do
sure.
they actually like dab in the movie, or is that just trailer?
Oh
Whatnot.
no, they definitely do.
Oh, please stop. No one
Why?
Who even made that? It wasn't New Line, was it?
No, it was MGM.
Yeah. It's like a Disney side company.
Wait, MGM, no, like, that was their, first animated film. MGM didn't do the original, did they? Well, if they didn't do the original, the last animated movie that they did was like 10 years ago, which was Igor, which no one remembers.
I remember Igor. I actually liked that movie.
I remember being
seeing it
3
on
years old or whatnot, and
Poor
being
Luxor is getting trashed.
scared. As a 3-year-old, you're scared of everything.
You need to let Lux right through a training montage.
Yeah.
I can't because it's getting wrecked by Torterra.
When I was 4, a friend's birthday party we were going to see a movie, and that movie was Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh dear.
That's a
And-
good movie.
And me being a little, a little person said, "Mommy, I'm scared," and she's like, "Excuse me?" And yeah, I started crying in front of everybody, and then they're just like, "All right, just leave."
Please.
The only movie I've ever had an issue with sitting through, like as a kid growing up, I had issues sitting through zombie movies specifically, because it was just really grotesque, particularly back in like the 2008 era.
I'm never I'm not a horror person, but I want to see the movie Zombieland because Bill Murray.
I think YouTube.
He's not in it for very long. He makes a brief cameo.
Yeah, anything with Bill Murray's worth checking out. Movie, not like. Oh, that sounds more phallic. The more I think about that, I take it back.
Hey guys, YouTube just crashed for me.
Oh, that explains.
Yeah, it's broken.
Can any of you guys get YouTube? For Sean and I, it's both crashed.
Yeah, it's dead.
Wait, speaking of Sean, where is he?
He's in the room. He's working on his own stuff.
Yeah, I think it's down.
Yep.
Again.
Oh boy.
Serena, please.
Did YouTube crash just like
a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. Like a month ago or so?
All of a sudden, my screen just starts spamming something, and I don't know what's going on.
I don't think it crashed.
I'm just gonna end.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh wait a second, it did crash.
Like, it was fine for a minute for me, and then I refreshed the page and just died, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about now.
Wait a second. Why did it have to crash in the middle of Tennille's live stream? It could be during any other moment, but...
Oh my god, critical hit. Are you kidding me?
Alright, so the only movie I've ever actually had to get out of the theater for was the most recent Alien movie. And I know it sounds really pathetic on my part, but
because you were scared or because it was bad?
It wasn't bad, but it was, well, I guess I can't say that it's bad because, you know, I didn't sit through the entire movie, but it just really grossed me out, and I'm assuming some of y'all have seen it, but the first couple scenes where the thing is crawling out of her back, that was not cool. I did not enjoy that.
I don't think I've ever had to leave a movie because it was too scary, but I did have to almost fight to keep Ray in his seat for the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
Like, the library scene came up, and he almost just up and out of that theater, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this alone.
The library scene is so bad!
The worst part was when I saw it, during the ballroom scene, everyone's mom was crying, and I'm turning around, it's like, really? Anything slightly reminiscent of it makes you cry?
It's still down.
No, it's down. It's crashed.
So you just chat with people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually, I don't get scared of horror movies. I've never really gotten scared of any of them. It's just, I find them so typical. Like, I went to go in theaters to go see the Lazarus Effect. It's a movie where they bring things back to life, more or less.
I've never heard of it, but Lazarus is a good Bowie song.
Lazarus Effect was when they brought people back to life, and of course one of them became demonic. They brought a dog back first, and then someone else electrocuted them. And it's so typical how everybody dies. African American guy dies first, then the other person died, the husband, and then the girl somehow makes it to the very end, and the last scene is her dying. So
it wasn't worth anything.
Everyone died.
It's what it feels like.
I just like movies in general, even if they are pretty, like, every genre has its, like,
typicalness.
Yeah, it's like there's staples of every genre, and horror movies, especially since a lot of young movie makers try to get in with them. Like, those are both, you can see them falling into super typical traps, but also, like, a lot of rough edges from them trying something new and failing entirely. They're especially when they just like go off the rails stupid. Like if you've seen the Nun movie, that
already sounds
movie,
promising.
It's like
none of my business.
Oh!
YouTube's back up.
Is it?
I'm seeing you draw it.
Oh.
I don't see the chat though.
Oof, I was gonna
still
tell a
not
story that's kind of
getting
embarrassing.
anything.
I don't want that to be caught on video.
YouTube's come back up.
Alright, well, it's still down for me, so...
Yeah, it's still
It
down.
says your live chat's still going.
Okay.
But
Wait, is the live chat going? It says tap
Yeah,
to retry.
the chat's still here for the most part.
It's probably still recording, because I still have the stream technically going, but...
That's a big oof. Nah.
But so the Nun movie basically starts off as a slow building horror movie, like, oh, we're building suspense and stuff, and then around like by the time they get to this monastery,
How long is the movie?
On a dime. It takes like 30 minutes. I'm not sure. Like I'd have to look it up.
Jesus Christ!
It takes forever to get to the actual good part of the movie, and then it just stops caring. I don't know how to describe it other than that, because like there's nuns running around, there's blood spewing everywhere. There's like demon zombie nuns running around.
Why?
Screaming. I don't, cause
they don't explain.
Well, no, they explain, but it's really dumb. So, within the pits of this monastery, this monastery used to be a castle that belonged to a satanic duke, I think. And he worshipped a demon called Valak there. Oh, this is spoilers for the movie Nun, but like...
I'm not gonna see it. I
feel like the people who wanted to see it have seen it already. But like...
My thing with
I just generally don't care about spoilers.
I have a question. What's the icon for the Discord server?
I'll
like,
steal it, and no one will ever know.
Yeah.
Wait, is that what it says?
Yeah.
Wait, could you repeat that?
It's the
I'll steal it, and no one will ever know.
And no one ever really will know because it's so small you can't read it.
Yep.
So like, yeah. When as you can tell from my very small voice, I have not been alive for a very long period of time. But yeah, when I was little, I mean, there were a few movies that absolutely traumatized me.
My problem with horror movies is that they'll either fall into the spectrum where they're very typical, or the movies that I can't sit through are always super, I guess the word for it would be grotesque or like nasty in some sort. Because I can't sit through the Saw movies because I'm not about that gore.
I thought what you were
gore
saying
is not
was,
something I'm about.
I thought what you were saying was that one. I thought you were talking about something grotesque like that one pimple scene from Osmosis Jones.
I didn't think that was bad. I didn't think it was that bad.
Ew.
Remember the show for it though?
Okay, now I'm back.
Can Curlia evolve already? I just want to guard one,
movies
man.
that Little Mushroom Queen 20 were scared of consisted of Wall-E. Yeah, Wall-E. I'm not sure why. Probably because seeing something that depressing and that, I wouldn't call it demented, but that bleak when I was young, like, just kind of made me...
There was only one movie that screwed me up as a kid, and that was the Tooth Fairy movie. I don't know if y'all ever watched that.
Oh yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Doesn't
The one
that
with
have,
Dwayne Rock Johnson?
The Rock? Yeah, The Rock.
Yes, that one.
How did that mess you up?
Dwayne.
Wait, wasn't there a second one? And maybe a third one?
He was referring to the Dwayne The Rock Johnson Tooth Fairy movie, but the horror Tooth Fairy movie.
Yes, I do know that one.
The horror
How
one screwed me up as a kid because I remember watching it from underneath the couch, and just I was already afraid of the dark. I didn't need it to be enhanced. I'm just
How do
saying.
you make a horror movie out of
I wasn't supposed to be watching it, and I was at my cousin's house, and the couch was kind of elevated, and I had to been like 6 or 7 at the time, so I could like fit under there. And I was supposed to be in bed at the time, but you know, who's gonna be in bed at like 12 o'clock at night? Not me. You normies.
Speaking to people that probably have, you know, work and need that
do
sleep
anything to be in bed by
survive.
12.
I work at Panera. Sleep is not necessary.
I love Panera. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. I have to deal with angry older person yelling at me because they didn't get their salad right, even though it wasn't even my fault in the first place because it was back in the line that they did that, and I didn't even serve them in the first place. So it's alright, guys.
But it's your fault.
You just
there, apparently.
Yeah. I used to make what's called the suicide drink, and I would just drink it whenever I had double shifts.
The
Where you mix a whole bunch of sodas together.
No, it's not that. It's like legitimately probably would have killed me. I would take a big cup and I'd put about 6 to maybe 8 shots of espresso in it, dump a huge amount of caramel in there, and put whole milk. And I would down it within the first hour, and I would just be shaking in my spot because I need to keep my energy. Because I'll be working double shifts where it go from maybe it can go up to 14 hours. I've done one like that. My paycheck was nice though.
What's that weird gargling noise?
It's Neil's computer, probably.
Oh, but that Tooth Fairy movie, I do
She's
know
just
of
giving
it.
her
I never
computer a
watched
drink.
it. I never watched it, but my older sister was staying over our house, and she was watching it with friends, and I could just hear the sound effects from the other room, and just hearing them scream, and I'm just like, what?
I had the same kind of experience with Saw, where I was in another room and you could hear all the different sound effects, the sound of like people losing their teeth and shit, and I was like, oh, I'm cringing and I'm not even seeing what's going on.
Yes,
I mean,
the
for
funny
a Saw
thing is
movie,
that
their teeth isn't that bad.
the funny thing is that while you all are talking about horror movies, the movie that has scarred me until very, very, very recently is it's frickin' Willy Wonka.
Listen, that tunnel scene though.
Can you imagine being one of those actors?
Yeah, apparently the only one who was in on it was the director and frickin' Gene Wilder. Everyone else was like, what the hell is going on? That's why the reactions are so genuine.
Yeah, the Willy Wonka didn't meet or the guy that plays Willy Wonka didn't meet anybody till the first scene of the movie. That was the first time they ever met Willy Wonka.
Gene Wilder.
And that scene in the tunnel was also not told to the actors. I mean, that probably was a little bit of trauma, just saying.
You kind of just have to acknowledge anytime you sign on for a film with Gene Wilder, you're probably going to go through some crap because Gene Wilder is one of those people who's like infamous for doing improv.
Yeah, he's just kind of crazy.
The Producers is a great movie.
I recently watched Keith Saddles for the first time, and that was
really
fun.
Is it good? I've been
It's
meaning
not
to
like
get to
laugh out loud funny, but it is very much sticking it to the racist kind of funny. So I enjoy
Blazing
that.
Saddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Blazing Saddles.
But yeah, Gene Wilder's not alive. He died in 2016.
We don't acknowledge that.
Oh, I can't believe
That
it.
didn't happen.
2016 was like the year of celebrity genocide.
Actually, it almost was my genocide. At the end of 2016, it was about to be 2017. They had one of the big celebrations, you know, downtown square at my old town, and they put all these Ferris wheel kind of rides and all the like, you know, the usual park rides out in the middle of town square. I should have my dumb head did not register. That's probably a bad idea. And about 10 minutes till, my ex-girlfriend managed to talk me into getting onto what's called the Demon Loop, which is a knockoff of the Fire Loop, if you don't know what that one is.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where, like, you go in the thing.
It's like a loop that goes upside down, and you go flying and all that stuff, and it's fun.
Yeah, and, like,
and all that stuff. It goes
like,
back, forth,
like,
all the way
It's fun
back.
in quotations.
Yeah. And I didn't want to pussy out, so I got on, because I genuinely don't like these rides anyway. My seat locked, and everything's normal, and then someone else decided to get on, so they unlocked the seats, but when the start of the ride began, the left side of the seats, all the left ones, did not lock again.
Oh dear.
Before I got on this ride, in quotes, I told to my ex-girlfriend, haha, 2016 didn't get me yet, and I got onto that ride.
Oh, that was why. You tempted fate.
Somebody says that Tiger Star has 4
I will never forget hanging upside down with my feet planted against the seat in front of me and holding on for dear life, and watching the guy beside me's phone fall out through the cage and plummet to the floor. And I think that's like where my head suddenly registered that that's probably going to be me in the next 10 minutes. And I remember that was like the moment I snapped, because from that point on I just screamed. My feet slipped at one point and I fell and I hit the cage, but we were going so fast that I ended up flying back into my seat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And that will always traumatize me to the end of my days, because I'm never getting on a fair ride again.
Yeah, no.
Busch Gardens is fun, but not fairgrounds. Never again. 2016.
That sounds fucking awful. Jesus.
And I like how the fairgrounds people. I like how the fairgrounds people, like, their only thing that they're gonna offer me in the first place was a big stuffed animal. I was like, oh, don't mind me. I'm a little traumatized, but you know what? I'll take the big raccoon right there. Please and thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of amusement park rides unless I'm at like Disney World or Disneyland, because it's like there's like a higher standard for safety there.
Wait,
so
did my message go through?
Yeah, Busch Gardens and like Disney World and places like that have huge standards of taking care of their rides and so on. I was gonna try and work there at one point, and I remember reading up about all the rules about people who take care of the rides and stuff. And they have like a rule system that if you even mess up just the tiniest thing, like leaving your soda on top of something or something like that, you'll get 2 ticks off of your record. And it takes 3 ticks to take you completely away from the working at any kind of the rides, and 4 ticks to kick you off, and you just won't work there anymore. They're pretty impetus for it.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, though.
Dead.
I don't really like rides at Busch Gardens and stuff because I'm not really a thrill person.
Oh, I'm a thrill seeker.
Yeah, but I just like the story aspect. Like I adore Universal Studios because for some reason my mom's like, "Oh, Disney World is boring."
What?
Let's not.
Disney World charges $4 for an apple.
That's
fair,
true.
But it's the best damn apple you're gonna eat in your entire life, so suck it up and pay the $4.
Yo, those pretzels are good though. I will argue for the pretzels. Good shit.
I don't know why, but my mom is just like, Disney's boring. We're going to Universal, so like I've just been there.
She likes Shrek.
I genuinely like Universal though. I've been to Disney maybe a couple of times, and you know, to be fair, after you've ridden some of those rides, particularly in Magic Kingdom, it's kind of a bore.
You haven't gone there since I was 12.
I've gone there maybe 3 times overall in my lifespan. And
I went when I was 2, and I went when I was 11.
Well, it depends on which park, though. I really liked Animal Kingdom growing up. Not just because of the animals, but specifically for one ride and one ride only. You can probably
Expedition
guess.
Everest?
Fuck. Well, not actually.
Everest?
Take that back. 2 rides: Expedition Everest,
and Dinosaur.
Of course, in my dinosaur ride. I absolutely love the dinosaur ride.
Allowed.
Dinosaur ride is like, I don't know what all the jump scares were doing there.
The dinosaur ride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It deserved the jump scares. It's dinosaurs. You're supposed to be scared
But
of
there
them.
weren't any jump scares.
Do you
in
really
the
think a
movie.
dinosaur's gonna be nice to you?
There weren't any jump scares in the
Flesh bags
movie.
are gonna get eaten.
I mean, that movie's kind of scary, to be honest. There's not any jump scares, but it's just kind of unsettling.
Plus, it's
Which
Disney. It's supposed to be a family picture.
I just remember.
It's my family.
Like, we went there. We went to
Family
Disney
picture.
World. We went to Disney once when I was super tiny, and I had just vague memories of that dinosaur ride. Specifically, I thought we had gotten eaten by the T-Rex thing. I forgot what it's called.
What the
But I
On the Taurus, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's Brontosaurus Rex.
No, it's a T-Rex, but with edgy eyelashes.
Yeah, it's the Carnotaur.
Carnotaur. I just
Carnotaurus.
had vague for the longest time in my life, because we didn't go back to Disney because my mom didn't want to go back because she didn't really.
It's
I just had-
Ziggy Sore Dust, but
I just had vague memories where I thought that ride ended with us getting eaten by the dinosaur. Like, that's what I remembered. Because I could. That's all
I mean, it kind of goes like that.
Alright,
I don't
got a
remember
comment
because
for
my
y'all.
panties were wet.
I don't remember where this ride exactly is, but I know part of it has been taken apart by now because of how much it messed up kids growing up. But I remember specifically getting on this safari ride that goes over this little bridge, and there's crocodiles beneath you. It's like a whole thing. And then you're chasing poachers, and then there was an elephant that got killed.
Oh yeah, they removed the animatronic of the elephant, and they removed. By now, I think they've removed most reference to her. So now you're just looking for the baby, but they don't reference that the mama's dead at all.
Yeah.
I
Expedition
remember
Everest is probably the best ride at Disney.
specifically, where you get to go through their camp. I think that's at the end of the ride, though.
I know they took the Jeep out, because you, passed the poacher's Jeep at one point, and they took that out because it kept getting hit by lightning.
Oh, yeah!
Oh!
It was basically just this massive lightning rod because it's the only metal thing in the area.
I have a really funny story
I
about
remember
Disney.
this ride.
Where basically my mom's first cousin worked at Disney. He was on that safari cruise thing. What was it called again? You probably know the name. I forgot what it's called.
The Kilimanjaro?
No,
It was
a
Busch Gardens?
No, it was in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, and Kilimanjaro, that's the
Oh, if it's in Magic Kingdom, it's just Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, Jungle Cruise Safari or whatnot. So yeah, he was Captain Sam or whatever his name is, and he got fired because he kept on spraying people. Yeah. That's it.
As a kid, that's one of the weird memories I didn't think was really real, because I thought it was as a kid, you just kind of come up with things.
Yeah.
But then I found out that was a real thing. I must have written it at some point, because, it was very prominent that the exact same scenes, especially with the poacher scene, like the camp, and then the last elephant in the end. Those things I remember specifically.
Wait, there's an
elephant. You guys
there's
know
an elephant on the dinosaur ride?
No, this is a different ride.
Yeah.
Wait, which one are you referring to?
The Kilimanjaro one at Animal Kingdom. But no, you guys know the is it Typhoon Lagoon? Or no, Fort Wilderness. That's shut down and it's just left abandoned at Disney World.
Oh, you mean? Of course we know that.
River Country?
Yeah,
yes, River Country.
They're redoing it now. They're actually building something.
My family,
Oh, really?
My family was actually there the year before it shut down. So when I found out that it was just abandoned, and I was looking at pictures of it, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this. So and I had been there when I was 6, I think. So when I was looking at pictures of it, it was wild.
Okay, so some interesting things is I'm from Florida, if you couldn't tell. I knew some of the people that actually fucking had the balls to go out into that lake and swim out there.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew
There's
some of those people.
Urban explorers are really big on
it's
that
abandoned,
place.
but
They're
surely
crazy.
it's fenced off or something.
No, it's not.
No, there's just people.
No, they literally just left it.
Really, there's not like a do not enter sign or anything.
Well, it's
I mean,
not
it's
an
known
island.
that you'll
How
get
else do you
messed
get
up.
there? It's not like people just can get up into it. They have to swim out there.
But-
It's an island.
Yeah, wasn't
it's
like
Florida, so
paddle
gators.
boat out there.
wait,
Yeah,
didn't
that's
it
my
close
point.
because didn't it close because there was some like E. coli epidemic or something in the
No,
water?
there
or
was
was that
a
something else?
single case
That
of
was
some kind of
rumor.
meningococcal meningitis from like this amoeba, but it was only one case, and they were already closing it down by that point because it just wasn't profitable anymore after they built Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah, the problem with it was that the economy was just going down because after the attacks. Yeah, after the attacks of 9/11, like in general, a lot of people weren't going on vacation anymore, and then like the economy was crashing as well. So Disney just shut it down.
It was too much money to run it and keep that water clean anymore that they were just like, this isn't worth it.
It was also using a lot of
Oh my
lake water
God.
while it was at it too, so they weren't really using more like. I remember reading about the systematic how they cleaned it and how they brought it in from the lake. But the biggest problems about, or not biggest problems, one of the things I found really interesting about it is that you'll also see in videos where people have swimmed out there, is that they kept some of the power still going over there. They didn't bother in like fixing a couple of things from over there, like turning off the music. The power was still going over there, so whenever the Disney Parks music was on, so was it on at the island.
I know, that's so creepy. Like, Disney, please.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Can you
that
imagine
still
all the broken
happens?
speakers littered throughout there? It's playing this horrific version of the Disney music.
Yeah, people can just swim over there. I know there's one urban explorer who did an interview with what is that show? Defunctland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of their episodes, they interview a guy who actually who's paddle boated over there, and he said the only real security there is, well, it's probably more intense now because urban explorers
They're working on it now.
Yeah. But it used to just be like some boats patrolling every once in a while, and that's it.
Make an appointment and go to the office.
Yeah. Well, because there's no boat technically going over there, so you'd have to swim through Floridian water to get to it, which is
Yeah, it's just like
assumed to be gator infested.
Let me be real with y'all. I've moved out here to North Carolina, and watching people jump
Whoa,
into
can someone please mute their mic, whoever's talking really loudly in the background?
imaginary dysgraphic. Please.
Danielle, have you ever done a face reveal?
Yeah, I've got pictures of myself on my Twitter and stuff.
As a Floridian, I'm
No, she's always been a cat. What are you saying?
as
as a Floridian, I've always been afraid to get into water because it always feels like I'll get killed. Because we do have flesh-eating, or not flesh. Well, we call it flesh-eating bacteria, but there's other reasons for it being bad that get into your head and can kill you. We also have gators, crocodiles, anything that can kill you, snakes. And
Yeah.
so watching people get into lakes around here in North Carolina, it just whacks me up it scares me because I assume they're gonna die.
Yeah, for me, the sticking point is always the snapping turtles that freak me the hell out. Because behind my parents' house is a little pond area that you're allowed to fish in, but you can't keep any of the fish. And there's turtles, snapping turtles in there with like, those things always freak me the hell out. Just.
Alright, another story for y'all. I'm a crazy Floridian.
Isn't everyone from Florida crazy? Just like a little bit?
Yeah, like whenever you see a
I would
crazy
wait on top
headline.
of this bridge that goes over a lake, like a little river canal lake thing, and I'd like throw breadcrumbs out. I'll watch the ducks and stuff, but I'll see turtles come and grab some of the things. And my dad's got video of it on Facebook, and I'm kind of embarrassed about it. But I'll stand on the side of this bridge, on like the ledge, and sprinkle them down. And once the turtle comes up high enough, I would launch myself off the top of the bridge and catch it. And I would just drag it out of the lake. and I would just catch these giant snapping turtles all the time. I also pulled at one point. I was going for a turtle, and I ended up grabbing a catfish.
Oh no!
And I just yanked it out, and I ripped apart my thumb because if you didn't know, I didn't know. Catfish are barbed.
Yes.
They got these barbs all over them, and they hurt.
Catfish are nasty.
They are not friendly.
Catfish are kind of terrifying the more I learn about them, and it's just like, oh, they can get big enough to eat people, and I'm like, what?
Yep.
What? Who allowed for that?
They can completely devour my soul.
Everything that lives in the water is just God's old DeviantArt, and
that's so true. Yeah, no, Sean and I stay away from water.
But yeah, I also
Screw the ocean. You couldn't pay me to get in there.
Well, we're just talking about Florida lakes.
Screw that. I know things that live in there, and I don't want to know them.
Bad memories, Sean.
The thing that makes me most paranoid
Overactive imagination.
There'll be sharks in that water.
Sharks are not the thing you need to worry about.
And the rabbit manatee.
The sharks are the last thing I ever worry about. I'm more afraid of crocodiles and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the gators or the sharks or whatever that get to me. It's the freaking jellyfish, because the ones in Florida especially are see-through.
Jellyfish are just some kind of eldritch abomination that came through from a different dimension.
Honestly, that is one of the few things I refuse. I have touched a gator, but I refuse to fuck with a jellyfish. That is not something I'm gonna play with. Whatever, buddies.
That is wise.
Crazy news headline that always begins with Florida man.
It's because it's too goddamn humid over here. So it just all go crazy.
What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to look up Florida man on Google and go on the news tab and see what shows.
We had news classes back in my old high school, and as
Florida man
a bunch of Floridians, we would sit in a circle and we would look up Florida man or Florida woman, and we would report what's going on in Florida today as a group. It was my favorite class I've ever had because all of us would just simultaneously would look up Florida man or woman, and we would just report whatever was going on with it.
Whatever crazy things are happening in Florida at the time.
Somebody had their mugshot as like the Joker or something. I guess that's newsworthy.
Did you guys ever see the one where he killed his imaginary best friend? He just looks so sad.
Florida man convicted of drunken driving crash and killed one and injured it. Oh, that's sad.
Hold up.
Well, this wasn't a funny conversation.
Florida man that made highly volatile explosive that's popular with ISIS. Yeah. Florida people are crazy.
What even going on there?
I don't like this conversation anymore, boys.
Me neither, boys.
Think we need to turn around.
All right, let me back up.
Turn the ship around.
I'm gonna post something.
We can't turn the ship around. We lost the steering wheel yesterday.
Oh, when he's trying to get in the room.
I'm gonna put it into general chat because I want to prove that I've caught a catfish by my hands because my dad's got video.
Okay, but if it's gory, make sure you warn people
first.
Oh, it's
not. I think I have like the cut on my hand, and that's like all it's shown.
What is the best animated musical?
Beauty and the Beast, obviously.
Beauty and the Beast.
I'm going to say Rhapsody Street Kids Believe in Santa.
Bold choice.
It does have Peter hair in it.
How bold of you.
General Kenobi. You're a bold one.
How could you say something so, how does that meme go again? How could you say something
so controversial yet true?
So brave.
Good. I'll
be right back.
I'm just thinking about Beauty and the Beast now. Sad.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna read all my favorite Florida Man posts. Florida Man moments before he attacks a gator with a dildo. It is one of my absolute favorite ones. It doesn't even finish with telling you what's going on. It's just the image alone just tells you what's going on.
I think I have one somewhere. Let me find it.
Oh.
Oh no! Do not look at chat. And do not answer that question for the love of God.
Here you go. Look in general.
What? We should move on from this conversation very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, there's this one
What have you done?
where it was like Florida man
I betrayed us
barricades
all.
himself. Florida man barricades himself into his room after his wife eats grilled cheese or something.
This,
Florida's a crazy place.
I like
I don't
grilled
ever
cheese.
want to go to Florida anymore.
Especially the ones from Panera. Once again, thank you for your service.
Florida man charged with assault with a deadly weapon after throwing a gator through a Wendy's drive-thru.
Oh, Florida.
I remember that story too. There was
Good old
video.
Florida.
There's video of that.
Let's see if anything crazy is happening in my state.
Guy goes to Mexico to kill himself, spends a week doing cocaine, and
No,
decides
no,
to
I've
keep
already
his
heard this
life.
one. Josh, shush.
Oh, here's
This is a family-friendly chat.
a humble one. Florida man takes a bear to
We
save a
don't do that
dog.
around here.
I remember there
All these
was
stories are
a
about
local
murder
story
and stuff.
from around where I live where a guy ran out of a bar bathroom naked and into the woods, and they didn't find him for a while. I don't know if they ever found him.
I'm back, and I think I came into something sad.
Something
You
confusing, that's for sure.
You came back at a bad time.
Oh, here's a classic, guys. Florida man kidnaps scientists to make his dog immortal.
I'm not saying he's right, but I get it.
Same.
Where do you get all these Florida man memes from?
I live in Florida. They're here.
Yeah, that too.
Do you have any more? I need all of them.
There's a
I have a
Twitter
bunch.
called Florida Man, where they just like post all the
Crazy Florida man
Florida
stuff.
Man. They just post every news story that says Florida Man on it.
Florida man, take me by the hand, take me to the land. that
Hey,
you
that's
understand.
my line.
Oh. There's two kinds of people in the world. There's two kinds of people in the world. The ones
Stormberry,
that
you don't need to know. You'll know you're in your.
the ones that hear Under Pressure, and the ones that hear Ice Ice Baby. And
Enjoy this one in general.
Is that an actual thing?
I know, as far as I know, no, but
Bro, no, you can't know.
Florida Sunshine State in the corner.
Shush.
I think I have some memes about my state. Let me try to find a few.
as someone from Florida, this last meme, it's very true. Because I am,
Yeah.
for the first time,
You tell him, Avalon. You tell him, Chief.
this is the first time I've ever felt 20-degree weather, and I can't say that I've ever expected to feel this cold.
Oh, I couldn't find any memes about my state, but I found this while I paused a movie while I was watching it, and this happened.
Ah, that sick dad.
I would say it's quite fantastic.
For those of you on the YouTube chat, it is a picture of Mr. Fox from Fantastic Mr. Fox dabbing.
Ha, you are
Oh
12
my
and you are
God.
definitely too young to be asking for this information. Stop.
Please, oh God, stop.
Do it again and I will mute you on this channel.
You tell
What
him.
happened?
We are not messing around today.
The YouTube chat.
Yeah, things got bad.
Wait, what about getting banned? I just kinda...
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We're good.
Avalon's gonna take care of it.
Avalon's the adult here currently.
I think I might be the oldest person here, so yes.
Avalon's bringing down the hammer.
I actually turned 19 like a week or two.
Oh,
I'm a
congratulations.
dinosaur.
Happy birthday.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm like the youngest person in the server?
Probably.
It's possible. A lot of us are in our 20s.
Yeah.
Frick.
Yeah.
I don't care. It's not about insert blank, but it's about who you are as a person.
That was the most inspirational half-hearted speech I've ever heard.
It doesn't matter.
Welcome to my
who's-
TED
Okay.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
What do you guys think about this Pikachu movie coming out? Because
It's
I feel
it's
I
amazingly
love it.
I
well,
love it.
I
Actually,
feel
I think
very
it looks really
uncertain
good.
because I looked at Mr. Mime and one just look. It looks so uncanny.
He looks
Yeah.
amazing.
But he should.
It's a
though.
live-action
That's the
Pokemon
thing.
movie. Of course, it's uncanny.
I think it's
See,
the
like, the
first
one
movie.
I like was Psyduck.
I think it's the first movie going for this kind of realistic, uncanny valley style that's actually going to work.
You really think so?
Especially given who they got to do like the
You're saying that
concept art
Mark
for the movie.
Moms isn't a good movie?
That's true.
Nope.
I saw that.
I'm really
joking.
happy that they actually reached out to people in the fandom for the concepts,
Yeah.
which I've heard is what they're also doing with the Warriors one.
Yeah, I heard that
That's
they're gonna
kinda
like
old
reach
news,
out
though.
to the Warriors
Damn it.
YouTubers or something.
Oh, that's new news to me.
I think what they're saying is that they're looking to look like what are the popular designs for the characters in the fandom and go off of that since the official art is not great.
Loose.
Do you mind if I go on like a 2-second tangent about Dust Pelt?
Go
Please.
on.
I want his spell to be made of ghosts.
I hate Dust Pelt's design, like the dark tabby with stripes, like I hate that design. Like for the longest time I thought that he was just like this solid colored, like this solid like dust-ish color. Like
He's
why
not.
can't he just be that? Like why does he have to be like Tiger Star 11?
Is he dark? I've never
Yeah,
he was
pictured
just
him that
brown.
way either.
I thought it would be like a
No,
grey-brown sort of color.
Yeah.
I thought he was like in
brown
a
tabby.
goody tabby with like just the kind of dark on top but no real stripes.
Yeah.
I will
I thought that he would
honestly
be the
put in
color
my
of
hat in here and say
Wait,
I
what?
really don't mind. Like I don't see why everybody says the Tiger Star copy because a lot of cats and genetics wise pass on the trait of tabby.
I
So
think
it's not really a Tiger Star thing. It's just genetics.
it's not because people say Tiger Star clone not because of the brown tabby
Tiger
thing,
Star
but
clones
because
are
of
just buff big cats.
but because of the evil dark brown tabbies, which
The
are
suspicious dark brown tabby.
let's think Slash, Tiger Star, Broken Star, Hawk Frost.
The problem with Tiger Star clones is because it's a fantasy book and they don't have to apply genetics, but they definitely don't, but they continue to go the uncreative route and keep doing the same character design.
Yeah, like my Warriors OC like absolutely defies genetic logic. Like it's like pale brown with dark brown blotches and blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know why I called her minnow scale. She's not even like
Silver.
what would you name her if you
She's
saw?
not even a minnow.
She's not even a minnow.
This is false advertising.
Well, I mean, minnows are little, so if she's small, it still fits.
The
This
Wolf
is
of Wall
false
Street doesn't have a
advertising.
wolf. How dare?
Yeah. How
I want my money back.
Clockwork
I wanted a
Orange
movie about
does
wolves.
not have orange.
Oh man, funny aside though, I was actually like half asleep rambling to Ray last night, and one of the things I started rambling about was there's never been like a really important main character in Warriors that was a Tori or a Calico. The
Yeah.
closest we
Yeah.
got is Spine Leaf, and she's like
did.
doesn't really do much, and she's like
she had a really good novella. No, I'm joking.
Like, I guess the closest we have for like main series is Spotted Leaf, who really shows up to die.
Tail's
and
cool.
then,
I like Sorrel
Maple
Tail.
Shade got a novella, but that's a novella, so
yeah, but Maple Shade's in everything. Maple Shade has to barge her way into every single thing.
But she's not like a main character. She's not a main POV character in the main series books. Though.
Yeah, but like
that.
It's always tabbies.
Yeah, like I'm in a Discord server where there's this one guy, and he's like tallying how many lines each character speaks throughout the whole entire series, and Maple Shade is like in like the top 15, I believe.
What? She got speeches.
Really?
Oh yeah, she does get a lot of speeches. So
like as far as like POV characters, we've never really had a solid main series Torty or main series Calico POV.
I think that's also because everyone's like who becomes a POV depends on who their parents are, essentially. So like if you're Tiger Star's kid, you get your POV. So
where's my Tawny Pelt?
Tawny Pelt.
She's getting a novella, but I'm saying main series, so novellas don't count for that.
Yeah.
Why was she demoted?
Why was she? Because apparently she just didn't want leadership. Sure.
Wait, is it because I haven't read Radiant Storm? I'm not even on Vision of Shadows yet, but like about Tawny Pelt, quote unquote, retiring. Is it because she doesn't want leadership, or because like she's
They didn't really
old?
give a reason.
Yeah, she just retires. She's deputy for like 2 scenes, and then she's like, "All right, peace out, fam." And I'm like,
I mean, I'm thinking it's probably to do with seeing her mate dying like he did. And her
given how she reacts to everything in the last few books, it makes sense character-wise. It's just still really disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the in-canon reason is that it's because of Rowan
She's
Claw,
old.
but that's weak.
Mm-hmm.
It is. She's not any older than Bramble, huh?
Yeah, but Bramble Claw's old.
Yeah, but Bramble stuff, like, I think that there should be like a new policy put in place where if you have any recollection of the old forest, just become an elder, please.
Yeah, why is my homeboy Cloudtail not in the Elders Den yet? And why is Brightheart out too? She needs to go in. They're old folks now.
Yes, she has cobwebs in that eye socket of hers right now.
Oh.
They're just having a nice time with their last few years. With their last few moons before they have to go to the Elder's Den.
How do you think they're gonna kill off Cloudtail?
I don't want to think about that, actually.
An off-screen green contest?
That was part of why I really was thinking that maybe, I was talking about earlier, Rabies
really
is gonna be a thing. Because they have, like, 3 healers. ThunderClan would be ideal for that, like, if that were to happen. ThunderClan would be the place, because they have 3 healers, and I have a lot of thoughts on this. I had like a whole written down thing of why.
I know a lot of people want this, but I don't think that it would ever be approved.
Yeah.
What?
Like having rabies in warriors.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because it's just kind of like, even for warrior standards, it's kind of too traumatizing.
Yeah, it's like you have to bear in mind that the target audience for these series are like 9 to 12-year-olds. And
I mean, yeah, because
the Blazing Star was bad enough.
Yeah, if they did a rabies spotlight, it would essentially be like Warrior Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah, what was the illness in the Blazing Star?
We don't know. It never comes back. It's just some plague.
The Errands never clarified that?
It's just like some kind of plague. And we never find out what it is, and it just kind of doesn't ever happen again.
Yeah, wait.
If I remember correctly, some of the cats were immortal, or like not able to catch it because they were immunized by their kitty pet owners.
No, that was the green cough outbreak that happened in Omen of the Stars, because none of the, I don't think anyone in Dawn of the Clans was a kitty pet except for Turtletail. And her kitten still got it.
You know Shellheart? From Crooked Star's Promise.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the reason he died might have been the illness from the Blazing Star. It's just a hunch that I have. It's probably not true, but...
How did he die? Like
he had like some lump in his stomach or something.
Oh, that's how Ravenpaw dies, though.
No, he had liver cancer.
Oh, is liver cancer? I thought.
Well, I mean, if it's some kind of
lump, though, it's probably a tumor.
Yeah.
And I won't go into details about the graphic illness that was depicted in Dawn of the Clans, but it was an external thing.
Yeah,
like you could see it.
Yeah, like everyone was talking about like pus in Warriors.
Ugh. It was nasty. I loved it, but it was nasty.
I still need to read those books.
I need to finish them, but like I know the last, is it 2 books, aren't that good, so I've avoided it.
It is interesting how they falter on the last books.
Like, I have a whole thing that I'm going to break down in my Vision of Shadows review on that.
Yeah, I need to finish reading this Raging Storm, and then I want to get started on a semi-speaks for Vision of Shadows, but like, I need to finish Raging Storm first, but that's gonna take a while, because I'm gonna have to organize my thoughts on just the whole series.
It's been a roller coaster.
Like,
wait,
the highs have never been higher. Like,
yeah,
this is the best the series has ever been, but also, like, damn, does that make the kind of mediocre stuff just pale?
Like, so much worse. Yeah, just like really stand out.
The higher up you rise, the further you have to fall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The higher they stand, the harder they fall.
But it's like, I think that the bad parts of A Vision of Shadows have been better than the bad parts of Omen of Stars and Power of 3, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the worst
I'm still invested in the characters. I still see the potential, and like, but see, that's the problem, is you see the potential and you're just like, why is no one taking this potential that's just lying right out in front of you? Your book is named River of Fire. Why is no one dying?
Here's a question. What is the worst moment in Warriors?
Worst as in like stupidest? Like
worst as in like, yeah, stupidest. Something
interesting?
What?
I would say not Puddleshine.
Comprehended.
Whoever the heck did surgery on Finpaw's tail.
I think that was Puddleshine.
That was the dumbest thing.
Poor baby.
The 2 moments that stand out to me were when they made a fricking, what's it called for, I think it was Jagged Peak when he fell out of that tree. Yeah, they made him, like, what are they called?
A splint.
Yeah, they made him a splint. That was weird, and also...
I can top that.
I cannot stress this enough. I can't believe nobody ever brings this up, but the Rat King in Firestar's quest.
Alright, no, that might be...
My bro, the Rat King, hold on.
You know, Firestar's quest in general is kind of a...
meh.
Fan fiction.
It made me
I got a... What was it? What were they? I got in trouble in class for reading that book in class, and then the teacher took away the book, and then I stole it back because I knew my parents weren't gonna come get it, and I didn't want to explain to them why I had to have this done at all.
Oh, the teacher stole my $20 book of The Making of Fantastic Mr. Fox, and I hated her forever.
Yeah.
You never got it back?
Well, I got it back, I just had to wait a while, and it's my favorite movie of all time, so I despise her for it.
Okay, so I know everybody's got some really negative opinions about Blue Star and Blue Star's book, but
I haven't read
I
Blue Star's
actually
Prophecy,
adored
but
the
I
book
own it.
growing up, and I read it in class, and the scene with Snowfur made me cry. In the middle of class, when I was holding the book between my textbook so that my teacher thought I was reading the textbook.
Oh no! I just imagine that teacher's thinking that you're crying over like world history or something like that, or like algebra.
Like, is it that hard?
Like, I'm sitting there in science class when I'm reading the book, and I just start crying. And my teacher was like, "Do you need to go to the counselor's office?" And I'm like, "No." No, it's just.
I imagine you do go to the counselor office. You're like, Snowflow's dead.
Why can't it die like that?
In 4th grade, I started crying in the middle of class because I was reading the last City of Ember book. Anyone remember that?
No, I didn't read those.
The last book in the universe was the only book I've ever really cried about. And it's one of the books that like kind of shaped my thinking growing up.
Oh, I cried during the ending of the first battle.
Have any of you guys read the last book in the universe?
Mm-mm.
No, I haven't read it.
And if you couldn't tell, it's dystopia. But they made me watch or read it back like way when, so that it's one of those books that you have to read over the summer kind of stuff before you get back into the next grade of middle school. And it's about this dystopian society where a certain group of people have like essentially risen above everybody else and have perfected aging, cures for everything.
So
all
it's
that.
like Dune.
But they keep it to themselves.
So it's like Dune.
And everywhere around them is like essentially a desert at this point.
So it's like
has fallen apart and tried to kill one another. I've never watched Dune, so I've never, you know.
I've never seen the book or read the movies, but I have a friend who keeps on begging me to read the books.
Yeah.
I do not recommend the movie just because we.
You do not recommend the movie?
Speaking of really weird, I just watched the weirdest movie ever this morning. It was a promotional movie from 1967 for the Beatles album Magical Mystery Tour. I have never seen anything weirder in my whole entire life. I swear.
I could top you. Any kind of cursed image I have saved to my library.
No,
here, I'll raise all of you.
Isn't a movie.
Wait, I'll raise all of you. Heaven and Earth magic.
Listen, I watch a lot. I have to watch and learn about a lot of modern art stuff for school. So like, there's some stuff I've seen, and I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, this is. I can get some stuff out of this, but it's so weird.
Is it because it's like nudity, or is it because like it's surreal, or like how can a single image be that weird?
There's
like especially like
modern art is like really pretentious. Which, like,
you can say that again.
To be honest, like in some ways, I admire them for just being this fucking weird, because they are like just unabashed.
Yeah, but sometimes it's so weird that it looks and seems and feels, and it's probably so that there's little to no effort put into it, like that blank canvas.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of things where it's like there's a painting that's entirely blue, and people are like, "Oh, that's stupid."
That represents.
But it doesn't. Like, what that painting was essentially the guy showing off because he invented that color and paint. Later on, used it in other pieces of art, which I would argue are more like. I would argue more in depth about, but like just. Like, that specific... There's a lot of things about all the... Like, especially video art is where I want to, like, die.
Wait, what do you mean by video art?
So, video art is, art movies sort of stuff. I don't know how to describe them. I have my book, don't I? Yeah, I do.
Would you like an example of a cursed image?
Oh, yes, please.
No.
Here, I'll put it in general.
Ah!
Oh!
It's not that bad.
So...
It's still a cursed image.
Soon, in Animation Pilgrimage, Sean and I have the very first animation porno coming up.
Oh, why?
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's the most cursed
Released to
image of all
theaters, so
time.
we're watching it.
Why?
Alright, so, yeah, here's the most cursed image of all time.
Huh.
It's Magloopy Boy.
Please.
Wait, no, I have something even more cursed. Here's something that's... Let me find it.
Please. You were like a baby.
No. This.
Watch this.
I've seen that before.
Oh, let's go all up there.
Did you see the one that I posted?
Negative. Here, would you like a shower? I got you.
I feel like we need a separate server
yeah.
for these.
Alright, I'll take them off, sorry.
How do you get out of that?
Just because, like, if someone doesn't know what we're doing and they just walk in.
Yeah, I'll get
how about any shit posting goes into Noodle Cat?
Noodle Cat?
Yeah.
Noodle Cat?
Yeah.
Alright. Here, I'll drop some cursed images in Noodle Cat.
There you go.
Oh, I found all my old sketches.
What kind of music is Tennille into? Because, like...
A lot. I like a lot of things. Oh no.
Did you take that picture? Wrong image.
Here's some good promotional stuff for the cringe, by the way.
Oh, that's lovely. There we go.
That last one was real, though.
Wait, that one's actually real?
As far as I know, my buddy said he actually saw one.
Oh.
Oof.
That is a brilliant marketing campaign.
Yeah, a lot of those are edited, but it's just hilarious.
Oh.
Me looking at my grades currently.
I gotta look at my grades. I currently have... Wait a second.
Oh, I can't drop that one, that's bad.
I have... Wait, there's an ad on the app. An A, an A, and an A.
Good job.
And an A. I have always...
I'm in college, so I'm suffering.
So I'm suffering. Relate.
Every time my friends invite me to something, I just kind of like, they don't expect me to show up, but I still do. I feel like this post.
Oh. What's that? Neil, do you like any rock music?
Yeah.
Ooh, what kind of rock music?
I don't know.
Music.
I'm not. I don't know the genres particularly well.
Oh. It's John and Yoko.
What?
It's John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Okay.
It's a cursed image.
Oh no.
I was gonna say that I can't relate to dying because I'm in college anymore, but then I remembered I'm doing nano.
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of. It's like your own forced homework assignment.
It's the Pillsbury Woe boy.
Complete.
Well, like, the thing is that it's 50k words, and I'm like, that's not gonna be enough.
Gotta do more.
That's not enough
I'm
words.
over 30 and I'm not even halfway yet, and I'm like, oh no.
How's that going?
It goes. I can't wait to rewrite it and make it so much better than it is.
Well, that's good.
because it's just really basic character interactions. People keep disappearing out of scenes because I don't care about them right now because they're not important right now.
Right.
Like, I'll go back and clean that up and make sure that everyone's accounted for later, but right now it's just who needs to say what here, and that's it.
That's another one of those things, like I remember last month we were talking about this for Inktober, where it's like, I'd love to participate in that at some point, but it's just like, when am I gonna have time?
Like, at least with Nano, it's supposed to be a first draft, and first drafts, I think, are the part that probably take the least amount of time, because it's literally just throwing everything onto paper in its most rough and raw form, just whatever comes to mind.
Yeah.
And, like, the second draft is probably going to take a really long time.
That's the big tasty.
Yeah.
Like a picture of Noodle Cat that Bina posted.
The image before my big tasty was 1 split second before betrayal.
Yeah. Right now, I'm having a good time with this manuscript, though.
Wait, Tennille, who's your favorite Warriors character? Like, is Dovewing your ultimate favorite, or is she, like, one of your favorites?
Oh, Dovewing? Dovewing's just, like, mid-tier. I like her, but she's not...
Yeah.
She's not high tier.
I like her fine. Like, she's alright, I guess. I like her more than Ivy Pool, to be honest.
I really like Crowfeather. He's been a fave for a long time.
I love Crowfeather since, like, the first time he was introduced.
My favorite character has always been Hollyleaf.
I always really like Blue Star in concept, but the way she's handled in the books infuriates me.
The way Blue Star actually is and the way Blue Star is portrayed are two very different things.
Yeah, like the first time we hear about Crowfeather is everyone in StarClan saying, is he a good choice? And his daddy defending him saying, he's good because he's my son. And then, like, and then it's funny because that comes back again later when he has his own kids and...
And then I took that concept and ran with it.
I really like Black Star.
Yeah, Black Star's a good one.
Black Star needs a novella.
Yeah.
Alright, let me be real with y'all. Before I got into, like, reading Warrior Cats, I first came into the AMVs for Hollyleaf, and that's part of my love for Hollyleaf started there. And I was so confused when I started reading Warrior Cats, and Hollyleaf wasn't in there.
Oh!
So I thought she was like a fan-made character up until the point I got there. And I was like, whoa! She's real!
Hollyleaf exists!
Minion bodybuilder and his babe decal.
Why?
Why is
Everything about the Minions makes me cringe hard.
Yeah, like my science teacher loves the Minions. He kind of looks like a Minion.
I feel like a lot of soccer moms really like the Minions.
No, it's not even the soccer moms, it's the Facebook moms.
Same thing.
Yeah.
They're the same people.
Tell Sean that I say hi or something. Ciao. That's brilliant.
Hey Sean, go on your Discord every now and then.
People are yelling
Let's take a moment to talk.
Discord, Sean.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But jokingly, Sean.
Hi, Sean. I say hi.
And now everyone's saying hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
I can't hear you.
Hello.
But hello.
Here, I'm gonna put some My Hero memes in here.
Oh, let's take a moment to talk about how much of a demented genius Dom Bluth is.
That crazy, very religious, crazy man.
Yeah, he wasn't he like a Mormon missionary for like 2 years or something?
Was he?
Something like that.
Yeah, he was a Mormon missionary for 2 years.
He's very religious, and that plays into his movies in interesting ways.
So in that case, he makes a movie about dog hell.
Just a redo of the Adam and Eve parable with original sin.
Have you ever seen Banjo the Woodpile Cat?
Yeah.
It's very, very cute.
Who were the other animators who worked with Don Bluth? Did they ever?
Gary Goldman and John Pomeroy are the main two.
Yeah.
Did they get to do anything else after his studio kind of?
John Pomeroy left to work for Disney in the early 2000s, and Gary Goldman still works with Don Bluth.
Yeah.
What do they even do now?
They're working on a Dragon's Lair movie, which I doubt it's ever gonna be made. It's kind of like Butch Hartman's streaming service.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I mean, at least people actually want a Dragon's Lair movie.
Yeah, I want Butch Hartman, the writer of Dougal, to help make a streaming service.
The heck is Dougal?
You don't want to know.
I actually had the DVD of the movie and watched it all the time when I was little, and then I just went on with my day because I was a little kid.
I mean, none of my friends will die hard stand by Delgo, so.
Oh, Dougal! I know what that is.
Yeah, it has. Isn't the kid from Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Doesn't he play Dougal? What's his name? Zachary Gordon.
I have no idea.
Well, at least in the American dub. Well, I wouldn't even call it a dub because the movie was made in England with British actors.
Yeah,
so
why
it's
did
all
they...
the same language.
Why?
It's gotta be marketable to the kids in America.
Yeah, because I ship Whoopi Goldberg, the cow, and the snail.
I remember when they were marketing it, it's by the same people who made Hoodwinked. You know, that classic.
Wait, the Hoodwinked people made it?
I think they helped animate it. So it's the same studio.
That's why it looks so
I will
scary.
argue that I liked Hoodwink as a kid.
It's not horrible, but
it's better than it has any right to be.
Right, exactly. That's a good way of saying it. It's better than it has any right to be.
It's kind of like Warm Bodies in that it's better than you expect it to be, but not life-changing or anything. Okay. It's just you go in and you're just
Warm Bodies was a good time.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I've never seen it. Isn't
I
it
am
about
deeply embarrassed by how long it took me to realize it was Romeo and Juliet. But I was tired. So.
I was gonna say we don't talk about Harvey Weinstein movies here, but we're having an in-depth discussion about Dougal. So
I mean, I don't even know what Harvey Weinstein did, in movies. What film is he known for? I don't know.
He has his own company that's distributed pretty much half of every movie ever made since the mid-90s, pretty much.
I still don't care. Good job, man who did things that I don't care about.
Yeah, but the animated movies are terrible. He did what was that movie called? The one with where the aliens drink 7-Eleven Slurpees.
Oh, Paul.
No, that wasn't Paul. That was a Seth. No, this is a family
Planet
film.
51?
No, not Planet. He did do that. Well, his company did do that too. I think it's with the blue aliens.
It's not saying Mars needs moms.
This is gonna drive me insane.
There was way too many wacky family alien movies in the mid 2000s.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
Marketing
some marketing team said, "Hey, you know what's hip?" And some studio was like, "What? Please tell us." And then the marketing team lied through their teeth because aliens haven't been popular in 30 years.
Oh, it's Escape from Planet Earth.
There we go.
Oh, I do know that one.
It was a decent movie. Cell-Spec summed it up pretty well in her thing. I love Cell-Specs.
Yeah, she's a good reviewer.
She's fun.
I'm still
like
thinking of Hoodwinked and just like...
Now you got it on the mind.
I'm just thinking of the CGI and I'm just... Jeez.
Oh, it was horrifying.
Like,
even for the time, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like...
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
like...
thinking of how cheap CGI looks now and then, and I'm just like... CGI is a weird medium.
They gave Andy Dick a musical number that's...
The thing that like immediately comes to mind when I think of Hoodwinked is not even Hoodwinked. It's All Dogs Go to Heaven for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. Growing up, I saw the second one first, so I always had like a deep connection with the second one. But then,
I just realized something, and now I'm really upset. The wolf from Hoodwink, Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
He looks like Chief from Isle of Dogs.
Oh my god,
he would have been perfect in that movie.
No, he wouldn't. His acting is too funny for a Wes Anderson movie. Like, Wes Anderson delivery is very, very
True,
deadpan.
but what Patrick Warburton could definitely do, like that dry
humor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison specially chosen to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Exactly.
God, I know it's gonna take like 10 years or whatever, but I can't wait till you guys get to Cusco's New Groove. The Emperor's New Groove, that's the title.
I actually watched Cusco's New Groove, and I actually liked it a lot when I was little.
Yeah, same.
Anything with bright colors and something with a
Here's something to think about though. Cusco's New Groove.
Emperor's New Groove?
Emperor's New Groove. But all real life, all of the real life, but instead of having a hugely CGI llama, just have two dudes working a really bad costume.
Wait, what?
Please
I feel like that would be more accurate.
Wait, what we need is a live action.
I'm just imagining something like those rubber horse heads, but it looks like Cusco's face. And he's like, I'm a llama!
I'm just imagining
the really funny thing is that, like, there should be a live action Emperor's New Groove movie, except, like, yeah, there's people and stuff, but the llama is like that frickin' pinata from Fortnite.
No.
I'm just imagining like they get an actual llama and drag it around, and there's just a guy in like all black in the back, just saying the lines.
It's just a guy walking around and then someone behind him with a pair of coconuts making the hoof sounds.
yeah, it's like in Monty Python's The Holy Grail, where
if they do a live action of The Emperor's New Groove, they can finally do Kingdom of the Sun.
Oh yes. That actually sounds like a really good premise. Like, a lot of the scrap songs from it actually sound good. Like, what's Yzma's villain song? I like
Snuff
that.
Out the Light.
Snuff Out the Light.
Yeah, Snuff Out the Light.
It's a good song, but it doesn't really fit her in the movie.
Yeah, because it's a scrapped concept.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for the Milan live action.
Did you guys see?
I'm not ready for it.
Did you guys see Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, but I want to, so don't spoil it.
Has Neil seen it?
I don't know if you can spoil Bohemian Rhapsody.
Biopic. How do you spoil a biopic?
He has AIDS.
Like, yeah.
I have a question. Tennille, what's your schedule like? Because everyone's like, Tennille's really busy. So, like, what's an average day like for you?
Well, if I work 4 days a week, part-time, at a kitchen, and that's from 8 to 4:30, and then Sean and I get home, and we freshen up, and then we edit and work on commissions and record videos until it's time to go to bed, and then we rinse and repeat.
At some point, you eat food.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's our week to do food, we'll stop to do food, although sometimes I do crock-pot meals so that I don't have to worry about cooking.
Sometimes Tennille feeds.
Yeah, sometimes.
Is this character lineup piece, is this going to be on your Redbubble?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I liked how when I first saw you putting like the shapes down, I immediately recognized who everyone was. It was just like, oh, that's Dawn Frost. That's probably gonna be Wolfthorn, is his name, right?
Yeah.
Wolfthorn, and I'm just like, and there's Golden Pelt, and there's Spotted Star.
There's my bro Golden Pelt.
I'm glad you recognized him right away.
How much longer do you think this stream is gonna go on? Because I gotta go.
We'll probably be going at least for another half hour. I've still got steam, so I want to keep working.
Alright, sounds good.
It's going to be a really long stream.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone needs to take off, feel free.
A lot of people don't stick around for the whole thing, so don't feel bad if you need to go.
Yeah.
There's a Les Miserables fighting game.
Why?
I've heard of it.
My friend just sent me a link to it because he's like, you like musicals, here you go. And I'm just like, why?
I know that Jean Valjean is like OP.
Of course he is.
It's gotta be your main dude.
Nothing is better to me than playing Smash, Smash where you can make the characters and stuff. We used to have Bob Ross versus, like, Billy Mays here. Yeah, Billy Mays. We also had a character for each fast food place, and we let them fight it out in the background, like all the auto.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever won would be the fast food for tonight. That's just how we did food.
It works.
It works. Everybody in my house is indecisive.
Hey, I recently came across an interesting theory for why the live-action Mulan movie is like that.
Oh, is this the one about Jeffrey Katzenberg?
That's the one.
Yep, I heard about that. I don't know how much stock to put into that theory. I guess I should let you explain it.
It is still just a theory, so until we know more, we can't really say.
Mm-hmm.
What's the theory about?
Because Jeffrey Katzenberg left Disney around the time that Mulan came out, people are saying that the reason why it might be so, the live action one might be so different is because Katzenberg might own some of those concepts.
I highly doubt it. Yeah, that's the case. I think it's more so that they're changing it to be the most marketable that it can be for China.
Well, because, like, the fact that, you know, Tim Burton had to do Nightmare Before Christmas with Disney because he came up with it while he was working there, because Disney has this clause in their contract that anything you create while you're working for them, even if it's in your own time, belongs to Disney.
Yeah, like, I don't believe that there's any way Disney would have let Katzenberg somehow keep the rights to a concept.
Yeah, Disney
is just... when they did release the movie.
Disney's just super concerned about China right now because the Star Wars movies aren't doing well in China at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Star Wars has never been popular in China.
Huh.
So,
they don't really do a lot of sci-fi over there, I've noticed.
Yeah, the Solo movie especially did worse than they wanted it to. And that's including in China, and they're just like, why do these movies not sell over there? What do we do?
And maybe you should look in the culture and figure out, you know, the big culture difference between China and America.
Well, Avengers movies do well there. So.
Yeah, but that's like more superhero kind of. There's a big difference between Star Wars and hero movies.
Yeah.
I've never liked Star Wars, not nearly as much as I liked Avengers and things of that nature.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and also that great of a either way, from what I've heard.
I feel like Star Wars is maybe a property they should stop trying to cash in on, because a lot of the appeal of Star Wars, I just don't feel like it reaches our generation as well.
Yeah, my bro Anakin, he still likes... He's getting back into all of it, but he really doesn't like the past couple of movies that have been brought out.
Yeah, I don't know. I never think that anything should die because of a fandom. I think that's a silly mentality, but the Star Wars fandom has been bad enough that it's, like, literally been ruining some of these actors' careers.
Yeah.
Also, just, like...
I would like to see maybe some more movies set in that universe, kind of like Rogue One, where they're still doing, like, the space opera stuff, and they still got some fun character designs, but they don't have to be related to the Skywalker family.
I like the idea of a movie about fighting space fascists. Like, that would be fun if they had more bite to them. But they don't really.
I mean, they can't have too much bite, because it's still Disney.
Yeah.
You know?
I would love to see just, like, space battles with, like, the spaceships going head-to-head, because you don't really see a lot of that anymore, and that was a big part of what made Star Wars cool originally, was, like, the fighter planes going at it. And
it's also just kind of tired by this point. You feel exhausted. Like, it's weird how it's just, like, some of the, like... I feel like this should be more exciting on some level, but it's not, and I don't know why.
To some degree, I feel like the cinematic universe both was a really good and a really bad thing to happen to films.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, it's really good for, like, building up character arcs over time, and it works in that aspect. But on the other, it's really exhausting on the viewer, because then you have to keep up with so many more movies, and... you don't technically have to, but most people will want to. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the reason I haven't seen any of the Fantastic Beast movies, is because I just don't have the energy to put into another big, long series of movies like that.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings was hard enough on its own.
And that's, like, only 3.
Yeah. And also...
wanted to 5, but...
I mean, luckily, I think Marvel... Like, Disney and Marvel have a very nice formula going on with the superhero movies, where, like, you don't need to keep up with all of them. Like, you can watch the Marvel movies pretty casually.
Yeah, like, to date, I think Marvel is the only one that's doing it very well, which makes sense because they kind of started it. I wish that the Dark Universe thing had done better, because I like the concept, but, like, none of those movies
I
were very
wish
good.
I had gotten to see those, because they sounded like they were gonna be hilarious.
I mean, you have Dracula Untold and The Mummy.
Yeah, but, like,
those are the only two that actually got me.
The Mummy's just, like, Transformers level bad, which isn't really what I'm looking for. But, like,
Dracula Untold is just ridiculous if you're at all familiar with Dracula.
Yeah, like, it's like sometimes you just need, like, silly bad movies in your life that just make you, like, sit in theater and wonder, why am I here? Like, why are any of us here? That was me during, like, Batman v Superman.
I loved The Mummy and The Mummy Returns as a kid.
Oh yeah,
but it's been years since I've seen them.
Like the Brendan Fraser ones?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
I loved watching those as a kid. Although they gave me nightmares.
The really terrible
scarabs crawling
scarabs, yeah. Those... that gave me just the worst. It was the freaking worst.
Speaking of Mulan, by the way, I found the bad guy who... I put him in, Noodle Cat.
Okay. Gotta pause and look at it.
He looks directly into your soul. Anyway.
What? Why did I draw this line? Why is this line here?
I think it was the tongue at one point. If it's the one I think you're talking about.
This line that's by the teeth.
I thought it was part of your arm for a moment.
Oh, that's the arm, yeah. I thought you were talking about the other one. Never mind.
I thought that was like the... I don't know what that part of the mouth is called.
Yeah, I don't know why I drew that line. Get out of here. Watch, like, 10 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, I know what it is.
Yeah, it looks like it might be the back of the mouth, like the side of it.
Yeah, but it's not, because his mouth would be over here.
I don't know how that line works, so...
Yeah, I don't know, it's gone now. Goodbye! Peace out, line.
I'm back in the video up to watch you redraw it. Let's see if you had, like, a... Oh! I think I see why you put it there. You had construction lines right there.
Oh, did I?
But, yeah, they seem to be a part of, the old part of the arm before you adjusted it.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know.
I think. Don't take my words with a grain of salt, because I'm not in the mind of Tennille.
I'm not in the mind of Tennille. I don't know what's going on.
So, like, this isn't, like, related to pretty much anything, but I got, I wrote, like, a prompt list on Tumblr, and one of my friends actually gave me one. So I've been working on it, and just, God, it's so nice to be writing about these characters. It's so nice.
Yeah?
Because they're so dumb. Just, it's great.
How dare you speak these words in my presence at this time?
They're so dumb. They're wonderful.
Please
it's like... but like... Oh. Don't know if my internet's bugging out or whatever. Oh well. But like, they're so stupid. They're wonderful, and it's like set in a time period I don't often get to write about as well. Because like the majority of their story takes place in like their version of the 21st century, but the scene is in the 38th century. And they're like time travelers, so it's their past by this point, but it's linear future. So there's aliens and stuff running around, so I get to actually write about aliens that they interact with on like a normal basis, and it's just really fun. It's
Sounds cool.
Just good. It's so good. Because I think I sent an ask to Avalon about it. One of the species that runs around is called the Intesri.
This thing sounds so cool.
Yeah, they're like not quite weird alien deer thing, but the idea behind them is it's one person in control of 3, 4, maybe 5 different bodies. So they can run around and do multiple things at once and be wherever. And they're just
really cool.
Thank you. And like they have a whole like their naming system is sort of based around it. They have like almost prefixes. So whenever they introduce themselves, everybody else knows how many bodies that person has. I just love them. They're just fun.
Yeah.
And then they're there.
Or in this case, 1. I said I'll take 5, or in this case, 1.
I have up to 5 sorted, because I think I have it so that up to 6 has been like the maximum noted of bodies a person can have, but that's really uncommon. So pretty much everyone is called Am whatever or Ro whatever, because 3 and 4 are the most common.
Oops. I'm actually looking at some reference for Golden Pelt and I'm drawing them incorrectly. Womp womp.
But it's just fun. to be able to write this time period and these characters in this time period, because I don't know, they've just got a really interesting friend group because it's made up of stupidly rich, kind of pretentious artist people who party all the time.
Oh, lovely.
It's a very interesting group. So like one of their friends is like a famous fashion designer, and her assistant is the Intesri.
Yeah.
And just like a universe-known pop star, Cairo, who's honestly the sweetest person in the entire world. He's absolutely lovely. But they've just got such an interesting group of friends they hang around with, and they're idiots because they're really lovey-dovey at this point. It's Oran and Lucid, and like, because they get married while they're in this century, and then a while after break up but never technically get divorced, and it just ends up stupidly complicated because they're both idiots. That's the entire story in a nutshell. It's stupid because they're both idiots. But it's just enjoyable writing about them in a different setting and century. And I should do it more often, but I don't because I'm lazy. Sorry.
No, it sounds lovely. Sounds like you're having a good time.
I shall devour this story.
Just as I've devoured this entire box of Chips Ahoy cookies.
Oh,
yum!
I'm finally getting around to reading.
I'm probably gonna get really sick
because I finished the Warrior book. Like it came, like what was it? The Gatherings. The last Warrior books came out around the same time I got Cloudless Rain. So it was just like, I can finish that fast, and I did, and then I got busy with school, and now I'm finally sitting down to read Cloudless.
Yeah, do it! I just finished it a couple nights ago.
Like a complete fool, I bought it, and then I sent it to my house and not my dorm.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna read it when I get back on Thanksgiving.
Luckily, you don't have to wait too long.
No, it should be there by now.
Yeah, for me, it's just...
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Tennille, what were your general thoughts on that?
Cloudless Rain?
Yeah.
Really good. I really loved it. I thought I was gonna have to yell at you at the end. I was like, Whoa!
Okay, I was getting ready for it. I was like, don't kill me.
But no, then it all turned out
to be way worse.
Oh.
It used to be so much worse in the original draft. I can't say why because spoilers, but like it used to be way worse.
I just feel weird reading about
emotions
because I feel like everyone else knows better than I do, and I'm just like, because you mentioned them and I see your art of them, and then I'm just like, I'm just now getting to know them, if that makes sense. Because it's just, I don't have any prior knowledge of them other than what Avalana said prior.
To be fair, basically no one else does either.
Yeah, it's just little tidbits, little snippets.
Like, I've worked on this for so freaking long.
I mean, pretty much all I know is Eureka is very big and love cats. And I'm like 10 out of 10, best character.
I love Eureka.
Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to quiet you, but stop.
I'm just trying to think, like, keeping the favorite character tally in my head and seeing who's most popular character from this book right now.
Yeah.
Picking a favorite
really
like
hard.
And a lot of people really like Eureka. And it's like kind of a toss-up between those two. Because like everyone just kind of generally likes Azzy, but like not to the point of like fave. Except for one person.
I like Azzy just based off because I like kids and
Azzy's a very good kid character.
Yeah. Like, I like kids, and he seems pretty endearing, and I get a kick out of kids more in books more than most people do, because most people find them annoying.
I was gonna try to find a way to combine the word kid and kick, but there's no...
There's no real way to do that.
Yeah, no one really has
You
claimed
shouldn't
Llewellyn
combine
for
kids
fave.
and kicking in general. That's
Yeah. Well, someone didn't give Azzy's caretaker that memo. But yeah, no one's really claimed Llewellyn for a fave yet, and I guess that kind of makes sense.
He's pretty close. I really like Llewellyn.
Wait for book 3. You're gonna enjoy that one a lot.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to go off of in this first book, but like I just have a feeling that like Llewellyn's going to be a fave.
I really need to find more for him to do in book 2. Because book 2 is a really Erica-centric book.
That's not a bad thing.
Which we love, but also Llewellyn needs things to do.
What did I miss?
Talking about stuff and things. I can't promote myself very well, so...
We're talking about Avalon book.
Her book that just came out, and y'all should totally go buy it and read it, because it's great.
Yeah, right now. Because...
I'm just gonna quietly die. Thank you.
Okay.
Tennille, what are
the new people who don't know, I write books.
What are your thoughts on G-Kids?
G-Kids?
Yeah, G-Kids, the film company.
What have they made?
They basically distribute foreign and indie animated movies. I'll just go to their website and just read off their filmography.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to go because it's sort of like 10 to 1 in the morning here, and I have to be up in the morning.
Oof, yeah,
So-
get some rest.
Surprise, you are up in the morning right now.
I know! I think my brain's slowly melting as well. It's great. Doing this recently.
Yeah, get some rest, Apollo. Thank you for joining us.
Sleep
Yeah,
tight.
it was nice having you there. I mean, here. I mean, I'm half asleep.
It's fine. The posted art drawing looks really good so far.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll post it when we finish up with the stream. I doubt I'm gonna finish this, but because I want to fit more characters in the piece, but they're gonna be kind of like more in the background. Because obviously, as Avalon stated earlier, Wildfur is not even in this yet.
He's too big and fluffy. There's no room for him.
There's no room for Wildfur.
Sibling culture is willingly dehydrating yourself for hours to avoid giving up the CE word. That is so true.
But yeah, good night.
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 Sleep tight.
Night.
Sleep tight.
So some films that G-Kids has done besides, well, not done, they distribute movies, besides every Ghibli movie, A Cat in Paris, this is alphabetical order, Letter to Momo, Town Called Panic.
Did they distribute the Ghibli films before Disney did, I'm guessing?
Yeah, they've distributed every Ghibli film. Approved for Adoption, April in the Extraordinary World, Bird Boy, Boy in the World,
Are they an
Chico and
offshoot
Rita.
of Disney?
They distribute foreign films. Disney stopped distributing Ghibli films like a few years ago.
Oh.
We get them in movie theaters at random.
Ernest and
AMC or something like that. They have like dates for them.
I'm just gonna find the noteworthy movies.
Yeah, what's something recent they've done?
Khalil Gibran's The Prophet. I've seen a few minutes of it. It's pretty good.
They did Mune. Mune was the Guardian of the Moon movie. It's absolutely beautiful. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, Mune is
Definitely
like
10 10.
one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen, to be honest.
I love Mune so much because it's not based on anything as far as I know. It's just an original concept.
Based off of the Wikipedia thing, it was
well.
actually based off of Monty Python, which is... I don't know where they got that from, but... Another movie that they've done that I absolutely love because it has my celebrity crush in it, Jason Schwartzman, is My Entire High School Sinking into the Sea. Great movie. I love it. My Life as a Zucchini is really sad.
Okay, a lot of these I actually haven't had a chance to see yet, so...
Nocturna.
I've heard of them, but I haven't watched them yet.
Phantom Boy is really good. It's by the Cat in Paris people.
Okay.
Song of the Sea, they've done that. Did they distribute Secret of Kells? I don't think so. I haven't seen The Breadwinner yet. Is it any good?
Yeah, Breadwinner's really good.
Oh, like the cartoon on Nick and I'm joking.
I mean, it'll hurt, but
it's really good.
No spoilers, no spoilers. I really want to see it.
I mean, the concept is kind of painful to begin with, so...
I saw
you should know going in that it's gonna hurt.
I can handle it.
I'm not worried about you handling it. It's just... it'll hurt.
It's have any of you seen The Rabbi's Cat?
Another one I've heard of, but I haven't seen yet.
It's actually really funny. Surprisingly. Oh no, I just kind of. It's the only good Jewish animated movie because you have that, the Prince of Egypt, but that's kind of Christian too, I guess, and 8 Crazy Nights.
You know what's a real fun concept for me right now? Okay, so I know that you know what My Hero is, right?
Yeah.
Wait, who's your hero?
No, it's a show. It's My Hero Academia.
Oh, My Hero.
I mean, they're all my heroes.
I've heard of it.
My favorite thing right now is Todoroki is a Warrior Cats fan, and I don't know if you guys seen all that fan art, but I absolutely adore it. Everybody's concepted that if he had a favorite character, it'd probably be Brightheart. I just love it so much.
Is Todoroki the one with like the red and white hair?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And the other person that everybody says would probably be a Warrior Cat fan too is the forget his name, purple hair.
Oh yeah.
Mineta?
No, not Mineta. I hate Mineta. Sorry.
Like, I don't really know who these characters are. He's just the one I associate with the color purple the most.
I think he really just shows up.
He's kind of a secondary character.
He shows up in the sports festival arc for like 5 minutes. He's the one that has to fight Deku.
Oh, you mean the sleepy-looking guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I think I might have to go because I haven't eaten much and I'm starting to shake a little.
Oh, yep. Go get some food.
So we're gonna brave that California air and go get something to eat.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining us, Avalon.
Yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Wait, Tennille, have you ever seen Moon?
No.
I actually genuinely would suggest that movie. It's on Netflix. It's not that long. But the art alone is just fantastic for it.
Yeah, like some of the dialogue is a little bit pandering to children, so... But even then, that doesn't even bother me because the visuals are just spectacular. Like, the movie had like a really small budget. How did they manage to make the movie look that good?
I don't know. It's just a beautiful movie. I wanted to do a concept for world building for a glowing world for the most part that has like plants and stuff that glow. And I was recommended to look at that movie because of how well they do it.
They do it
was
really,
just
really
spectacular.
Another good movie with plants is A Troll in Central Park.
God, anytime I see clips from that movie, I just, like, get really sleepy, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, no, that's fair.
Like, I don't know why, but anytime I see clips from that movie, I feel a little sick.
Yeah,
but
I feel
also
a little
get
drowsy.
it's like I want to nap after, like, looking at clips. Like, I just automatically feel exhausted.
I forgot that movie existed till you mentioned it.
It's a sleepy movie, to be sure.
Like, I don't know why entirely.
It's
like,
because it's boring.
Well, not just because of that, because I'm, like, watching a review on it, and they just, like, show clips from the movie, and I automatically am like, God, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, like, I
just
think
take that a lot out of you, just to watch
I think it's a bad movie and all of that, but I can't watch reviews of it, because just seeing clips from it makes me want to just go to sleep, and I don't know why. I don't know what about it makes me feel like that.
Oh, I forgot to say happy 90th birthday to Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier. Isn't that crazy?
The thing about Mickey Mouse and just, like, Disney overall is, a lot of animation fans will say this, that Disney, you kind of, as you get older, you grow out of Disney. Disney is like the stepping stones to things like Ghibli and,
I don't know about that. I grew up with Ghibli. The first movie movie I've really loved growing up was Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
The first movie I've actually, like, loved when I was, that I remember at least, as, I don't know, The Lion King and Ponyo.
For me, it was Beauty and the Beast, to be honest. Like, that was one of the first movies I'm like, my
Oliver and Company.
Oh yeah.
Fox and the Hound.
That's only a good movie because Oliver's cute plus Billy Joel.
Actually, I genuinely really loved Oliver and Company.
Yeah.
So I will argue
the
with
whole
you on
subplot
that.
with, like, the girl mafia thing is like, but when I love the song "Why Should I Worry." I just love that whole sequence.
I just remember from a lot of these movies I had a lot of Disney movies on VHS and DVD, and some of them had special features and stuff.
Oh yeah, I would always watch the special features.
Like, they would just start automatically playing after the movie was over for some reason. Like,
I hate Disney Fast Play.
That's what it was.
Disney Fast Play.
But, like, these
That's
things
what Disney Fast Play is. Because it says it on all the DVDs.
These things would show up on my screen, though, and I would have no idea.
This DVD is equipped with Disney's Fast Play. And a selection of bonus features will start in a moment.
Will start automatically.
After these few seconds.
I feel like so nostalgic.
All these special features would just start playing, and I would be like, how do I watch these again? I would have no clue because I was like 8.
The theme music to the DVD theme or whatever is stuck in my head now.
Coming
you know what I'm talking about.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Yeah, you know, like that weird flute music or whatever.
Yeah.
I wanted to laugh, Tennille, during your animation pilgrimage on Snow White, where you talked about the DVD. I wanted to laugh because when I was little, we had the DVD, and I was terrified of the menu screen because of the mirror.
Oh,
the mirror talks to you for a very long time.
For a very long time.
For whatever reason, he freaked me the hell out as a child. Like the mirror, just the mirror, like the CGI face of the mirror talking to me. I would try to skip through the menu as fast as possible so I couldn't see him.
Yeah,
Sean and I are just sitting there talking about how
the
weird
DVD menu
it
that
is.
kind of shocked me was the one to the Prince of Egypt, where it's like, it's like footage from the movie with a really nice soundtrack, really nice select blah 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 thing, and then you click on what you want, and then there's like this giant thump or whatever, whether it be like a statue falling down or like a chariot race or something. That would always like jump scare me when I was tiny.
Hmm.
Now available on video and DVD.
Yes. There you go.
Yes, that is so
iconic.
Nostalgic.
What about the think sound? THX?
Oh yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God.
Yes.
That one made my ear hurt.
THX. Wait, I'm confused. What did THX even do? Like, I just
they
saw
just,
it whenever I watched the DVD.
They make the sound like. There you go.
Yeah, that.
Oh, anyone remember when they had the like little robot thing that would like?
They had what?
When that logo would come on, and then it would like glitch out, and then there was the robot there.
Like a little robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a
handyman robot.
Yeah, it was like an Italian Wall-E or something.
Sure.
I'm gonna look that up because that's gonna
Hold on,
bother
I have to
me
look
forever.
up. Only 90 kids will remember this logo. Hold on.
There we go. Wait, what even is that? I remember him looking a lot different. His name is Tex.
Tex?
Yeah, because Tex is hard to pronounce.
Fair, I guess.
Wait a second. I just realized that THX, well, they named their film company Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually stands for something, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't know, something about sound.
I just, like...
Oh, John Lasseter made him. He kind of looks like John Lasseter.
He looked like kind of like Fat Albert, but a robot.
He looks like Mario. Every Italian plumber is Mario. I'm sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Wait. Well, he does not have any comprehensible dialogue. His occasional grunts and muffles were provided by Lasseter.
Really? That's
he kind of looks like
interesting.
Lasseter. He kind of looks like a creep, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the Simpsons one where Homer was sleeping on the THX or whatever?
No.
And the robot comes in, starts turning it all on. And immediately Homer goes to fight him. And like that's just the opening for the movie.
That sounds awesome. Like I haven't seen the Simpsons movie. I'm not really a Simpsons fan. I prefer a Family Guy and South Park.
Oh.
I was never really into those art shows.
Hey, I have a question to you.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the animated short that someone made for a college thesis, I think, called Welcome to Hell?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes.
I absolutely
I love it. I love Welcome to Hell. Like, isn't there a second one, or are they making it, or?
There was hinting that they're gonna make a second one, but that stuff takes a really long time. So.
Yeah, that was the one with what's the character's name? Sock.
Yeah.
Sock.
I love Sock.
Yeah.
Sock is like my little child.
I just.
The short film that I really like is, what's it called again? Like, you'd probably, it's with like the yarn dolls. It's called like Zero or something.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
I really liked it. It's like the Sneetches, but more honest.
Just remember that I was like 4 when it came out, and my mom bought us tickets to it.
Tickets to what?
The South Park musical movie.
Oh wow.
He didn't know.
Oh.
My mom was born and raised in Italy. And around this time, she
I'm sorry for the plumber remark.
You're fine, you're fine. But around this time, I think we were in Italy, and my dad was in the Navy back then. So we would go to the Navy base to watch movies. So she brought me to this movie, not aware of what South Park was.
Oh.
And everyone just gave her weird looks, and she's like, "What? Why?" And then she goes in, and they just
learned why.
It's like they immediately start cursing, and she takes me out of, like, I have no memory of this, but she told me about it, and I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, did you not look at the rating for the movie?
Apparently not.
Like, my parents never have looked at ratings for things, but I'm just like, that would help out so much. If you guys...
like, I thought, like, walking into the movie 8th grade, I thought it would be like Diarrhea of a Wimpy Kid, but the opening scene is, like, just some kid, doing boy amusement in class. And I was like, this isn't Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I just remembered that from my mom, and she was like she was just very not happy with herself over that.
Somebody has to redo the map of the plagues with Clear Sky and Grey Wing, because it looks very old, plus like the styles are very inconsistent, whereas like you have these very, very beginners using MS Paint, and then you have like these beautiful animations being animated in Flash, and like there's like little to no consistency.
I mean, it's a map.
Yeah, it's a map.
Yeah,
maps are done for free.
No,
yeah,
sure, I guess, but like, oh no, like usually maps are always like they're either really beginner friendly or really advanced, or like it's very rare. I have to show this picture I just found in the server. Anyways,
like the thing with
escape me.
The thing I kind of really like about maps is just how not free. I'm just gonna like.
I dropped something in general.
Starter friendly.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I think maps are a great way for artists to grow. Because it forces them to like actually complete an animation, whereas like a lot of time you're not.
My animating skills a lot.
Like a lot of times, if you're just animating for yourself or for your own projects, like the farthest you'll get is like coloring an animation or something like that. But like with maps, you're actually forced to like then also, you know, make backgrounds and do the camera work and do any additional editing on top of that.
I do really like maps though that make you stick to color palettes and certain styles, like the Holly Leaf Echo map. That was one of my favorites for a long time.
That's such a good map. And like, oh my gosh, and Sally's map that just came out, the J Feather
Walk the Moon?
Yeah, Man on the Moon.
That one is
that was beautiful.
So good.
Like,
yeah, that is like easily one of the best maps I have ever seen.
Yes.
It is beautiful.
This is ever so slightly off topic, but have any of you guys seen like Vivipop stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
particularly. I love Hotel Has-Been.
Yeah, Hotel Has-Been's looking really cool.
Yeah,
I am adoring the animation style and everything about it. I've been following Vivipop for a long time. Ever since,
I really like the
Zootopia.
Ambiguously gay spider guy. I can't wait to see what he does. He sounds like a good character.
Yeah, I'm just.
What was I gonna say? The Vivipop video that actually inspired me to start animating and get a Wacom tablet was the one to the Owl City song Silhouette with the fox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I've been a fan of animation for as long as I can remember, but that's what actually persuaded me to just stop dreaming and actually
actually do it.
Yeah.
I actually really liked, hold on, I follow another person that teaches animation and so on. Let me pull them up real quick because I can't remember. You go ahead and carry on, but I'll mention them here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm just now thinking of maps that I really liked. One I really liked is I can't remember the name of it. It was a Fallen Leaves map where he's singing.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what it's called.
Family of Me. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That one has like it's like, oh, it was actually storyboarded, and I'm like, I really like that. Like an actual storyboard to go off of it, because it does more so help with flowing.
Yeah, I would love to see more storyboard maps. I know this is kind of a polarizing opinion, but I think the map community is large enough that like this can be a thing. Is that I really love like heavily scripted, heavily organized maps where it's like there's a storyboard, there's a script, there's set character designs, there's a set like even style and color palettes for backgrounds and stuff. I love that, but I also know that a lot of animators don't like that because they want more freedom.
Yeah, I definitely get that, but like
I have mixed feelings on the whole heavily scripted storyboard map, because like a map is supposed to be a showcase of multiple people's skills, whereas that would make sense with like an animated project where the animation style has to be consistent and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So
I don't think
I don't blame anyone who doesn't like that. Like I totally understand why some people don't like that.
Yeah, I just feel like I think it makes everything easier for everyone though, if like there is a consistent design, there is a consistent storyboard, so like this is my part, this is what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like it's a lot easier when you have instruction on what to do next, because I'm one of those people where it's like if I'm free to do something, like you give me no direction, I'm just like, oh god, what do I do?
Right. I just like scripted maps because I think it tends to yield a stronger project.
That too, yeah. Like that Fallen Leaves one. That's a pretty strong little map. It's not particularly long,
mm-hmm.
is it? But it's like I remember it very vividly. I'm just like, I think that one's very clever, and I really like the video she released of the storyboard next to it and how the artist improved on that storyboard.
Yeah.
Like
okay, so I found the person that inspired me to animate a lot was Crown Prince, is I guess how you pronounce it. But they created a series called Scribble Kibble, and I really think that's a 10 out of 10.
I need to... Oh yeah, I wanted to get a trial version of Toon Boom, see if I like that.
I animate using Fire Alpaca, and it is a pain.
I'm just like, I'm trying to use Open Tunes, but I just can't get comfortable on it for some reason.
It's a pretty dense program. I mean, Toon Boom is too, but I feel like Toon Boom is more user-friendly than OpenTunes is.
I use Photoshop, but I realize probably, I don't know, I find the inconvenience a lot easier to deal with than learning a full new program, because I used Photoshop beforehand. It's just, I don't know, jumping from program to program is really hard for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. The thing is if obviously if you're a hobby animator, this isn't a big deal, but if you are looking to become a professional, being able to adapt to other programs is a very good skill to have.
I agree. It is getting very late, so I'm gonna have to go.
That's fine. I think I'm going to finish doing the base colors for Wolfthorn and Swiftmask here, and then we'll call it a stream.
Alright. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Very well.
See ya.
See ya. I have a question about drawing backgrounds.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not really a question, but more of a call for help. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing.
No one does. The best advice I've ever heard about drawing backgrounds is that you have to think of drawing the background as a character itself. And it takes a little while to like
understand figure
out what that means for you, but when you think of the background as a character, you know, and can apply character design to it and apply like emotion and all that to it, it helps. At least it has for me.
I haven't even read Blue Star's Prophecy, but I love the Bruno is Orange map. Probably because the first map I joined was a map to that song. It was canceled a long time ago. But...
How often do maps actually get done?
All depends.
There's usually almost never, unless you're a relevant person.
Yeah, that's sad, but fairly true. I typically see a map in my subscription feed at least once a month.
Oh, also, a map that I've been liking a lot more recently is the It's Dangerous to Go Alone one.
That's a good one. I'm glad that one got finished, because that had some really old parts in it.
I know, what was it? The Roxanne map was a mess, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm really sad that
I wasn't part of that one, so I can't really say much. But both end products, in my opinion, turned out fantastic. I love the April Fool's one, and I love the actual finished one too.
I don't know why people don't like the spoof one.
I love the spoof one. I think it's so funny.
It's arguably better than the original.
I've shown it to multiple friends who aren't even into Warriors, and they always get a good laugh out of it. Tabbies.
I have no clue what I'm drawing. I'm just drawing this really weird landscape with a weird hill thing, like from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nice. That's another thing that helps me too, is obviously my style's pretty Disney inspired, so a lot of times if I'm doing a background, I'll pull up a Disney movie that's kind of similar to what I'm thinking of for the background, and I'll look at that for inspiration. Like for when I did my Simi Speaks background, when I redid that one, I was looking at Robin Hood background art.
I love your background design for Simi Speaks. That's where I tried to get a lot of inspiration for my background, but it looks nothing like it.
I'm just drawing a bunch of different facial expressions for my character and trying to make it feel like, to me, that she looks consistent. Just because I have a rough time with that.
How do you do a lineless style?
Just block out your shapes like I can show you.
Actually, more specifically, what would you do, for example, with like the legs or something? Would you like draw lines over it?
I just get like a brush width that you feel is the correct size for the legs and draw with that.
No, I mean, like, for example, you know how legs have, like, that thigh muscle?
Uh-huh.
And would you draw a line on the body outlining that?
Only if I felt like if it was important information that you needed to see.
That's why my art looks like garbage.
Just try and see what's important information for your audience.
How long's too long for these years? She looked like a damn bunny.
Oh, that's not a good color. Let me find a different color. Yeah, that's not really the color scheme that I'm going for. Alright, that's nice. How do you draw a tree?
Sticks.
Very carefully.
Yeah. And you look at actual trees and see how they distribute themselves, I guess. Like,
I'm gonna trace a tree. Not trace, but like pull a picture of a tree into here and just kind of
paint over it.
Not paint over it. I have integrity. Tree. I never thought I would Google tree, but here we are. Most of these are like those crazy trees. You know the ones. Like those ones in Africa with like the crazy like the tree of life from Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I forget what those trees are called, but I love them.
You have to pay $12 for clip art of a tree.
Yeah, probably to legally use it in something.
It's a really nice looking tree. You mind if I just kinda... Yeah, there we go. How did you and Sean meet?
We actually went to high school together.
Yeah, so you guys are very into plays and stuff, or at least both were in drama, because you mentioned it a lot in your videos.
Yeah. Yeah, we both were in theater, singing, like choir, band. Your general theater dorks.
I was in drama for 3 years because art class was always full. And I would never sign up early enough for it, but I remember I always ended up working in the costume department because I never went for acting or anything like that. Even though I need to on some level, it's just like, no.
I love acting. That's probably not shocking.
It looks like I always liked it in drama class when we did get to do acting because I liked blocking stuff out. I liked rehearsing lines. Like, I loved all of that, but like my school was like 45 minute drive from my house. So it was way too much to ask for my parents to pick me up from school after class. Because I took the bus home and I walked, and it's like I can't ask of them to come pick me up because I want to stay 2 hours later to practice a play.
Well, see, our school provided like an after-school busing.
Yeah, my school does that for after-school activities and such.
Yeah, it was a weird couple years at my school because there was a point where you had to pay to let your kid ride on the bus at all.
Wait, what?
Like,
I've never heard of anyone doing that before.
These were magnet schools, not public schools.
Okay.
So they were supposed to be like smarters, like more better schools, I think. But it was like a weird situation. Like, I barely remember because this was like 5-6 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Because this only lasted for like 1 or 2 years. But it was like this awful situation where you had to pay to get on these buses. And they weren't like good buses, they were just regular school buses.
That's bizarre.
And even then, they weren't dropping us off anywhere near our house. They were dropping us off at other schools. So, like, it was just a bizarre situation. And I wasn't going to ask to put even more stress on my parents. I wasn't going to ask of them to come later. And
so no after-school programs for you, huh?
No. Like, I straight up never did them. And because whenever I did, they would come pick me up. Like, very obnoxious ways, too.
I'm painting the set of the school play.
Like, my parents were... My dad was part of a motorcycle group. Still is.
Mm-hmm.
Once he brought everyone from that group over on their motorcycles, which are very big and loud, and Harleys.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to get picked up, and they're all there, and I'm just like, I want to die. Thank you. But yeah, I didn't want to do anything like that for school. And so no extracurricular activities for me.
I would join after-school clubs, except for there's nothing interesting. Like, environmental club sounds fun, but all you do is just talk about awareness. You don't actually, like, spread awareness, you just talk. Board game club I was gonna join because there's an English teacher from who was running it that I like, but all the seats were taken. Model UN, they don't even announce it. You just inquire about it, and by the time I inquired about it, they were like, "Oh, that ended a long time ago. Sorry." I was gonna audition to join the school play because I have a hard time memorizing lines for plays. But I do love to act. Like, I want maybe like voice acting or like whatnot, where I don't have to like memorize lines. But or what was I gonna say? Oh right. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll work out this year because it's The Little Mermaid and everyone knows the music from The Little Mermaid, so it wouldn't be that hard. And then I was like, and then I remembered that the instructor was kind of a butthole, so yeah, now I'm stuck painting the set with an art teacher who I really, really like. I actually recommended her videos to you. I meant your videos to her, my bad.
Oh. I was actually in a production of Beauty and the Beast. I played Mrs. Potts.
Aw. I remember with our drama teachers, it was either people really loved them or really hated them because they were very into their drama. Like, they were both people who actually, like, were strongly very into the drama community around our city. So, like, they directed plays all over the city. One of the teachers even directed a high-budget production of Beauty and the Beast, the Disney one.
Yeah.
And she went all out for that. Like, they were both actors in a bunch of different plays around the city. So, like, they were both super intense about it. Like, they didn't let you half-ass it.
Right.
So there's people who really like that, and other people who wanted to half-ass it were just like, God, this is too much for a drama class. Because this is an AP school, too.
Right.
So, like, a lot of people want these extracurricular classes to not be be as hard. So it was just like, but I really like them. Like, I like anyone who's super passionate about fun stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And just, they were, like, I liked that class a lot. I even went to the thespian festivals. I do remember doing that because for costume designs. I remember almost getting to go to, like, the statewide one, but I was worried about my grades and I just backed out. Yeah. It was fun, though.
Yeah.
My brother right now is in a lot of extracurricular activities, including gay straight. And I don't know, I never was big in clubs. I was in anime club for a few years and that never really panned out.
I was gonna join the manga club, but then I remembered the only manga I've ever read was half of the first Death Note book. I haven't seen the Death Note movie on Netflix. I like what's his name? What's that actor's name? Who plays Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, lots of people like. He's a good actor.
I am working in a lineless style right now, and it is actually turning out kind of better than I thought it would.
Cool. I would look at Moon Kitty's paintings. If you want to get good at lineless style, she's kind of. I look at Moon Kitty and Bethlumps. Like they both have really good lineless styles.
Yeah, I love Moon Kitty's lineless style. I love lineless style in general. It's just one of the things that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that they'll become my primary thing. But yeah, I'm still having a difficult time grasping it because I've been watching some speed paints of it, of like drawings and whatnot, and I still am really confused.
Yeah. A lot of the times with speed paints, you are stuck kind of looking around and being like, what exactly are they doing? And trying to speed it out while they're on it. Let's see.
I think we're going to go ahead and end this here, everyone.
Genetics are not real in Warriors. You're right, they aren't, because Warriors does not really care.
No.
It's not that. It's not like you can definitely use it in your own race, make it more realistic or to set a tone, I guess. Like, but it's not a part of the actual Warrior at all. So you don't actually have to abide by it, although some people tell you to do.
Drawing gnarly marks on a tree is boring.
I won't argue with that.
Damien Mata asked to Neil, how do you feel Harry Potter, the Wizarding World, and Fantastic Beasts?
I mean, I'm a really big Harry Potter fan, but I don't know, Fantastic Beasts hasn't really grabbed me at all.
I was never into Harry Potter at all.
I haven't read any of the books or seen any of the movies.
I read the books all in one go after they were already out and never really got into them. Just watched some of the movies. And yeah.
Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. And I'll keep working on this piece and updating you guys in the Discord.
It's looking good. I really like the expression on Golden Pelt, especially.
Oh, thanks. All right. Bye, chat. See you later.
See ya.
If your inspo tanks, then make no mistake. Come to the right place.